I work for the Iowa City Public Library, and we have like
Fair.
middle schoolers, and I have to like be a moderator for that. So I don't know how well that would
Can you
fly.
imagine? Hey.
Well, with that, we are live.
Hello,
We
everyone watching. I
are
apologize.
live.
I'm very disturbed about to get hit by a car. Actually,
And switching sources
Wait,
of
Slowly but
over
surely getting
here.
ourselves together. Welcome to another Sunday night watch party,
No, man,
slowly.
featuring a little bit of Chicago crosstown action.
Why is it coming out here?
Yeah, there's a lot of sports stuff going on tonight. I don't think this game's even on ESPN.
It is on ABC.
Yeah, the rare ABC game.
So I wanna address something right quick before we went on air, and I'm walking back right now. I promise I'm not just like shopping. I promise you that I am not.
You look like the weekend at the Super Bowl,
I figure
dude.
out how to get my.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Here, I'm gonna. One more floor. Good God.
My
Anyone a
audio's
free rug?
fuzzy.
All right, so welcome everyone.
I'm doing the HotMic trivia before the
Well,
game.
Scott, my parents wanted to know if you
I gotta
stayed
get on
after
that, too.
the game last night for the post-game entertainment
I did.
with the
I didn't, dude. So I did, and then I did, but my I did not have cellular capabilities, and literally saw the. I wanted to get a picture with Jeff so bad, and I didn't see his reply to my tweet until after I got back to the
Okay.
hotel, and I was
Okay.
devastated.
Well,
Unfortunate times.
they were
It was pure electricity when I was on Twitter, and like almost the highest altitude seat in the entire stadium, and I just see Rudy reply to me and go, "Is there a real Jeff fan? He's there tonight." And I went, "What?"
Lordy, that was a hike.
so
Okay.
yeah, so my parents wanted to know what you thought of I think her name was Demi.
Demi.
Lavana?
Oh, if that doesn't ring a bell for you, then you missed it.
Promethazine
Then you didn't
stuff.
see it.
Oh, well, I mean, I stayed for like.
That issue there. But Scott, if you'd like to recapitulate,
There he
you
is.
just-
There he is.
There we go.
Roommate is out of town. I get to watch actually on cable. Very excited for that.
Beautiful.
Won't be in my room behind everyone. This feels like the olden days when I was in front of the TV. It's absurd they put this game on ABC.
Man.
So Demi, or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
So did they tell you what happened?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not repeatable on the
No, I
broadcast?
mean like.
we can discuss
Like,
it.
yeah.
We wouldn't show it on the broadcast.
Right. So basically, they did. I want to say it was going into the ninth inning,
Oh, was it during the
or
game?
maybe it was right after the game before the fireworks. They did a thing where like
Gets on first
they
right away.
had three fans, and the three fans all did like the bat on your head, spin in a circle, and try to run in a straight line thing, right? Then she runs into the wall.
Okay, hold on. Start the story over, because I finally am. I'm having all kinds of problems here, but
Let's listen to
So am
Scott
I.
awkwardly explain this one more time.
My audio has been really weird listening to you guys, but I get
Okay.
it.
Is it quiet? It's like
I
quiet
think
for me, yeah?
you
No, it's
sound-
very grainy for me.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
No, I think it's me. I think it's on my end.
Yeah, everyone sounds okay to me now, which means that this should be going okay now.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
So
But yeah, my mic issue earlier was probably, I think I was on me. I think I was going to the wrong mic.
So they played this game.
Anyway.
So it's just like that game where you do the bet, you spin around, and they had 3 random fans, and 2 of the fans went, and
Does
they
he
were
bet?
whatever. And then Demi goes up. Demi's wearing a tube top. Okay?
Right.
No straps on anything. No, just the tube top. That's it. She goes and she spins, and then she's really dizzy and she's falling all over the place. And she runs into the wall, and she like bounces off the wall. And when she comes up, the tube top is noticeably lower than it was before she ran into the wall. But it wasn't
Noticeably lower.
it wasn't like, oh my gosh, everything's out and about. But it was like noticeably way lower. And you're like, all right, like, whatever. And then she turns around and runs into the other wall, and she falls down completely. And she does a push-up and comes back up, and she is literally not wearing a shirt or a bra. And it is on the Jumbotron in front of the entire stadium. And everything's out. And the cameraman does one of these. Immediately starts filming the sky.
Show the sky.
And the whole stadium starts giving a standing ovation.
As one would in that scenario.
Of course.
And
Of course.
so then they just like awkwardly stall for like 2 minutes, and then she somehow won. I don't understand the point scoring because she was by far like the worst at running afterwards. I don't know how she won, but she won. And oh my.
No way. Hey, real quick, this just matters to no one here, but I needed Zach Davies to get absolutely shredded in this game. Good lord.
Oof.
That
Back from the dead.
that about locks in the. Oh my God, yeah. We can talk about White Sox Twitter doing that. That was ridiculous.
So Davies has allowed 3 batted balls: 104, 106.7, and 106.7.
That's not ideal.
No, that sounds perfect, actually.
Can't be how he's
Routine flyout.
That's not how you draw it out.
routine flyout in Comerica.
Yeah, is it? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's smoked.
Distance 408. That's a
Man.
flyout in.
Oh yeah, wow.
408. That is a flyout in Comerica.
It was a high launch angle. Oh wait, no, it was a 30-degree launch angle. Actually, that's not really high.
That's pretty close to ideal.
Yeah,
It
I did need for my fantasy team this week for Zach Davies to get not a quality start, so not
You're off to a good start.
I'm off to a real good start. That was really I was hoping for a high scoring affair to say the least, and I'm very thankful that that's what we're rocking with so far.
Well, he's
Yohan
just making
Moncada-
sure. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say Yohan Moncada nearly 20 points below average on OPS plus. Crazy to see.
Damn, you always got a fresh cut going. That's kind of.
Well, I assume that when you're in purgatory that they have good barbers there.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Why?
That's I mean he's lined up, baby. That thing.
Why? Like what? Is that supposed to mean something?
Yes. So back in
No. I
spring
know the
training-
whole he was dead joke.
You
But
know,
what's
he
the
gets
barbers
it.
in
He
purgatory?
understands.
Yeah. Oh, but I don't-
Obviously, there are barbers in purgatory. Come on, keep up, Rudy.
yeah. I mean, we've clearly now we have
what do
concrete
you mean?
proof. Yeah, it's like now we have concrete proof. Like
Okay.
now we know
All right.
because he was there, and unless he's got the most godly hairline genetics imaginable, where It just recedes to a fresh cut and then grows again.
Honestly, ideal life scenario.
Could you imagine if that actually happened? If like evolution selected for that somehow, and we just got humans that naturally grew hair like that?
That would be nuts. Although that would suck if you like wanted to grow your hair out and your own body was like, nah.
Nah, man, not today. That'd be so funny. I'd love it.
Andrew Vaughn. Unreal. He's just had to play a position he's never played before.
He's had to play like 3 positions he's never played before.
No, I know. That's what I'm
He
saying.
didn't have to. The White Sox just decided to do it that way.
Well, I mean, and I respect a team that's like, nah, he needs to be up
Well, where
playing
else?
at the major league
I mean, where else
from
is he gonna
opening
play?
day.
In AAA?
Yeah, if you want him in the lineup, he has to. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
I was still an advocate after the 2020 season. If I said the White Sox should have traded Jose Abreu.
Yeah.
Sir, you're an advocate for anti-DH, so none of your opinions matter.
No, I mean, look. If you think about it, though, look at what he's hitting significantly worse this year and stuff. And I'm like, I would have simply. You have Andrew Vaughn, who's a first base prospect.
No, to be
I would
fair,
have cashed.
Abreu's right on top of his career averages, pretty much.
Really, I feel like there's at least been a bit of a drop off. I'm saying Rudy, though, stock watch was never higher than after the 2020 season.
This is true,
That's
but
true.
I think everyone knew that was a product of a short season, and they had put him on a not inexpensive deal for a first baseman DH type, who's really going to provide you a 115 WRC plus. Like, that's good, but they clearly paid him because they wanted him around.
What do you mean? That's a below average.
That's
WRC
below
plus
average,
according
man.
to
What are you
J-Roy.
Yeah.
J-Roy.
Like, I don't know. They would have had to eat some of that contract, and I honestly don't know if that's in the White Sox MO right now.
I know.
Bro.
I know. It also would have been tough because he was rocking with. He's rocking. I know. He's got like a partial no trade clause. I don't know how many. I don't know what the teams are, but it's like because like it's not AL or NL or no way.
Oh,
Zach Davies, get him out of here.
swing and a try.
Man, oh
Get him
man.
out of here.
5-piece by the White Sox in the first inning.
The
You
White
hate to
Sox
see.
are
Lordy, that was
already up
tattooed.
5-0. That was 107.5 off the bat. 407. Another routine.
Can't wait to watch it. There it is.
That's probably a routine double in Comerica, to be fair.
Yeah, that's definitely I mean, honestly, like where he hit it, that's
Could
probably
be out, yeah.
Probably.
Wow.
You
All
guys seen
right.
that Twitter account?
So I will have it be known right now that I am never watching the Cubs on Sunday Night Baseball again. Like,
Last
never.
time it was bad too, wasn't it? Wasn't that the Hendricks?
Wasn't the
giving up
last
the
one the one that Hendricks gave up like 13 runs or something?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah, never again.
Oh, that's funny.
Zach Davies just wants to make sure the regret is really sitting in deep for the team not trading him, because what the hell?
Because it was where did Trevor Williams? Trevor Williams went with Javi to the Mets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember seeing it was either going to be him or Davies, and they picked Williams. Like, apparently the Mets had their choice.
I mean, they
Yeah,
just should,
apparently-
like, even with that being the case, the Cubs should have found someone to take Davies. Like,
Yeah, there's plenty of teams who probably would have taken him. Man, oh man, that's tough. Hey, remember when Davies was a starter for a combined no-hitter against the Dodgers?
You got an out, everyone.
it's his second, actually.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Still less outs
This
than
is-
runs allowed.
This is shambolic.
Diego coming in with his characteristic math on stream. He can count everyone.
I can. I can do it. We still have back there. You can't see it. It's too far back. Still have the number for the hours and years it would take to flood Utah. So never forget.
Hell yeah.
Flood Utah.
Legendary stream.
Always flood Utah.
Unreal. Oh yeah, that. Wow, yeah, that locked it in. That feels good. That feels good. Sebi Zavala, dude, 833 OPS this year. It's ridiculous.
Nice.
No, you're.
Is that Andrew Vaughn? Whose hairline is that?
That is Andrew Vaughn.
Oh my.
That is Andrew Vaughn.
Oh son. That's gotta go.
Just be bald.
Yeah, that's not even like that's
rough.
Does he have highlights? Is he like trying to box diet
I
too?
think he's
Like,
just blonde.
I think
dude.
that's just kind of the way it is.
I think he's
do you
just
know
blonde.
do you know how embarrassing that is next to Eloy? Like Eloy with that fresh lineup.
Yeah.
And I would if I were Andrew Vaughn, I'm not staying.
Keep your hat on.
Yeah.
hat on.
That's
And
Ooh.
Jose Abreu, who's at least 10 years older than you.
yeah, and Abreu. I mean, I was gonna say Abreu's it's a little
Ray's
more
got
wild.
great
Yeah, I was
flow
saying-
right there.
Oh, I mean, Abreu with the pirate beard braid, you can't beat that.
So
It looks so
man.
Vaughn's X flow is like in the negatives for sure.
Yeah, definitely a very bad X-Flow.
All right, so
Might be the
we've
worst
seen
in the league.
the quickest 5-run inning maybe ever.
Yeah.
True.
Is that how you open this? Okay, good. I want to make sure I didn't open my wings entirely upside down because that would have this would have been cleaning digest on my angle for the next hour and a half.
I
It's been a weird baseball day for Rudy so far. Because the Royals were tied at 5 in the 9th and they got rained out, didn't they?
I was not following the Royals game today, but
I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Yes.
I think it was two on, no outs in the top of the 9th,
really,
and then
Yes.
it rained away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Goldschmidt had like a throwing error. It was bad.
Yeah, it was crazy.
they-
dude.
Diego, you say
Well,
that though. The Royals had previously just blown a 5-2 lead in the 8th.
yeah, Peyton, that's what I thought. I'm
The
pretty sure
Royals?
this is the third time the Cubs are being
I
massacred.
got a
on
Royals
national
hat
TV.
today. Yeah.
That's not a bad cap. Is that their like spring training logo?
No idea. It was $10, so I bought it.
Yeah,
Fair,
that is
fair.
spring training.
Rudy, what is
Yep,
this?
yep.
Yeah, you said
Okay.
spring training. That's nice. I like that a lot.
I'm actually not the world's biggest
$10,
fan of it,
that's nice.
but
Oh, okay, Rudy. Just pessimist hour. It's fine. Oh
I'm
wow!
just trying to get-
Wow, guys, the Royals. Like, I really like that hat. Actually, Carson, I think it's terrible.
apologies for having preferences.
No, I mean
He's
it's.
also
I mean,
a fan of
hey,
the team.
Rudy, apology accepted. Like, that's totally fine. Just like, don't ever do that again. You know, like,
Jesus Christ.
God.
I'm just trying to get a hat for every team, and this is the first Royals ones I have.
If you're looking for the other Missouri team, get the Navy one with the red bill and the birds on it. That's the best one to get, in my opinion.
I don't.
If you're not going to get the regular Cardinals hat, which I assume you're trying to get like the more fun ones,
Yeah.
then get the Sunday alternate. That's the one you want.
Yeah, so most Cardinals fans, they also have like an alternate hat usually in their
It's like
closet
a
that's all
hey,
red
Scott.
and it has MAG something on it.
Yeah. Scott, wasn't your state the one that had like credible threats against the governor, like with like terrorism? Like, I'm pretty sure that
That
happened.
did
in
happen.
Michigan,
Yeah, we
so
tried
I don't want any.
tried to
I don't want to
kidnap
hear any. I don't want to hear any of that.
We voted blue. I don't know what to tell you.
hey, you know what? I can't even listen. Iowa's a cesspool. I'll say
Yeah,
this.
man.
I live in Idaho, dude. Like
Kim
I mean,
Kim
come
Reynolds,
on.
Kimmy, if you're watching this, there's a 0% chance you are. Technically, I'm a city employee, so I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this right now. You're terrible at your job, and you should resign. You're bad. You're bad. You're very bad at your job, and I think that you should consider a different career path. I also find it really interesting that she has been charged with a first-time DUI offense twice. And if you're charged with a second-time DUI offense, you're barred from running for public office for life. That's a really interesting fun fact that you can look up in the state of
two
Iowa.
times she's had a first offense.
First
Yes,
time,
correct,
yeah, that's
correct.
not enough.
There was because if you have a second time, you're barred from running for public. Isn't that like a super interesting Diego?
Yeah, the Cubs let off the game with a single.
Why are they just showing? Oh, never mind. It was okay. Never mind. It was
They're-
Dylan Cease. I was like, why are they just showing Akil Baddoo strike out for no reason?
That's
Never
Jamer
mind.
Candelario.
Well, guy on the Tigers having a decent season.
Akil should be the rookie of the year, IMO.
I don't know who else like in the AL is real. Like it does.
Eric Haas.
Right, but does he like played enough games? Like, does he have enough starts?
I mean, he's like third in the American League and rookies F4.
Yeah, we had this conversation before with like Bryce Harper, where like I feel like there's like a game minimum you
right.
have to hit.
The spot in your lineup
yeah, I mean,
where
like,
the best hitter goes,
like,
Cubs right now are rocking with a 75 OPS plus hitter. You'd love to see that.
Matt Duffy.
Hey, Matt. Hey, I don't want to
Love
hear.
Matt Duffy.
He was
This is
good.
a Matt Duffy stand.
Didn't he have like one weirdly good season with Tampa and then went to San Francisco in like a trade or
Started
something?
in San Francisco. He had a good season with San Francisco.
I was gonna say, I'm like, he had 1 year where it was, ooh, that's.
Here, I'll pull up
That is
I'll
a
pull it up.
terrible, terrible graphic. Oh my.
My street cut out for a second.
I think you're a little behind because I'm back on cable again. I am. Oh wow.
What are we watching? What are we looking for here? Oh my.
What's the graphic? Mine cut out. I'm just booting it back
The
up.
Cubs
Remaining
like, through June 24th, they had like solid stats and everything, and then after July 24th, everything went up everything got worse, like significantly.
I mean,
Like
what are we gaining from that?
they've allowed 2 more runs per game since June 24th than they did before June 24th.
Wow.
2 more runs per game. That's actually
Nice.
absurd.
Huh.
Wizards Pacers game got
Oh,
postponed today.
He had to be
Sick.
safe. You could just call him out and make this, go by quicker.
And Rudy's suffering.
Oh no, Scott! I was gonna say the clip of Eric Haas mowing the lawn.
That was
love
so
that
great.
content.
Electric.
Come on, man!
Fantastic.
I'm like wherever he finishes in Rookie of the Year voting should be 1 slot higher. I'm like that's
If
that's
he finishes
great
first,
stuff.
he should be.
He should, if he finishes first, give him MVP as well. Like throw him. no. Maybe what could he win? Like Silver Slugger if he starts enough. Because he starts in the outfield too. So I don't know.
Yeah, not as much these days, but yeah, he went for about 3 weeks there. He was getting reps in left field too.
I will
Give
say.
him-
so what's the process for determining Silver Sluggers?
Basically, have a really big name.
Well,
Have
that's
a big name.
pretty much,
Well,
So-
not have a big name, Diego. It's you have to play for a city that has a prominent Hall of Fame voter sports writer. That's what you have to do because that's how the Cardinals have finessed it. Because Derek Gould is like respected.
Well, so that's my point is, even if you're going by the big name criteria only, I feel like it's kind of a lock that Salvi gets the Silver Slugger at catcher given that he has 28 homers. Like they're not going to look at anything else.
yeah, probably.
Probably.
They
you're
rung
probably
him
right.
up. Oh, never mind. That was oh wow, yeah, that is a rung him up. I don't know. Why.
I'm so far behind.
Yeah, I am behind as well.
See
I
this.
just saw the swinging. Now it's 0-2.
Got it.
Oh, did he go? Man.
Apparently.
He did, sadly.
Anyway, I'm gonna bring this back to Matt Duffy because I love Matt Duffy.
Welcome back
I
to
was
the
pulling up
players.
his-
Welcome back to the players we like hour. Diego starting us off with Matt Duffy.
3.9 B-WAR in 2015, which was his technical rookie season. He was up for it was his rookie season. He's up a little bit in 2014 at the end of the year. But he finished second in Rookie of the Year voting to now Giant Chris Bryant. So,
Yeah, that's absurd when you go, looking back. You go back and look at who won Rookie of the Year, and you're just like, who got away with this? Like, who gave Chris Coughlin Rookie of the Year? Like,
I remember being so mad about it too. I'm like, Matt Duffy's not going to Rookie of the Year, but he should win Rookie of the Year. But also, Chris
hindsight
Bryant
is, yeah.
it made sense. But he had a really good year though. He was good, and then we traded him for Matt Moore. God, I hate.
That's
Matt
a
Moore.
name.
Diego
you know
doesn't
how
like Matt Moore.
you know how Scott feels about Fat Man, Scott and pretty much
And
most
Rudy.
other
And me.
and Rudy and John. That's how I feel about Matt Moore. We did a hot mic where he's starting for the Phillies, and I just complained for a solid hour about him.
It happened.
Oh my God, made 9 starts for the Phillies this year.
He's awful.
What a cool moment by the Phillies yesterday. Or was that today?
Today. Oh, look.
Oh yeah,
We've
that
already
was
got
today.
we've
That was
already got
cool.
unidentified hot mic
So
user.
cool.
We brought up Rookie of the Year, so unidentified hot mic user. It's just a blank box is crying that Juan Soto didn't win a Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. I'm sure that anonymous user will also be crying when Juan Soto doesn't make the Hall of Fame because he plays on a last place team for the first 10 years of his career.
That's okay. That's I can't
That take
I
was
can't let you
everywhere.
go that far. I really can't.
I'll say this. I think the Nationals will finish last place in the division at minimum six or seven times in the next 10 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Look at every other team. Like the Phillies are going to be forced to contend at minimum be like an 80 and 82 team every year because of the Harper contract.
The Phillies have Dave Dombrowski as their
Exactly. Like the
Yeah,
Marlins have
they're not
insanely
gonna have
good
him for
pitching.
10 years though. That's not how he
What?
rolls. Well, they have Dombrowski now, but they're not gonna have Dombrowski for
I
the
mean,
next
he
10
was a
years.
Tiger.
Oh! I
for
thought you
16.
meant Harper. I was like, that contract does not seem tradable.
Was he
Anonymous
really Tigers
user,
GM for 16 years?
Yeah.
No. 03 to 15,
Wow.
so 13.
Wow.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's still
That
a long
is-
time.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
Matt Duffy did have a really good season.
Will be-
in baseball.
Will be
Huh.
crying. Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'm pretty sure he had like one weirdly like because Tampa's Tampa.
2.9 WAR
Yeah, like they finessed like 3 WAR out of anybody.
out of Matt Duffy, but Matt Duffy is amazing. So.
We'll be crying when Yachty doesn't make Hall of Fame. He will though. It's the exact argument I just brought up. Like
Unfortunately, he will.
he has the sports writer narrative. It's curtains. Like, come on now, get that out of
Played
here.
for a long time. That's pretty much half of it.
Played for a very long time, and for the first 65% of his career was insanely good defensively.
Oh wow, Dylan Cease is batting 500. Abolish the DH.
Abolished
There we go. There we go. Clip that.
Oh wow, look, Dylan Cease struck
Abolish
out
the
very
DH?
comfortably. Please institute the DH.
Notice how there's
Give us
noticeably
the
notice how
DH.
there's noticeably less energy for that.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, I
Abolish the DH always and
did
forever.
pose the question in
Just
our
kidding.
banter as
Yeah.
kind of a joke, and then I kind of wanted to talk this out on stream. I legitimately said just bat 8, like no designated hitter, just bat 8 players, because then like records like home run chases are easier, like milestones can be gotten to faster, and like stars get more
Yeah,
ABs. I was starting.
So you have to change your perspective on like every season total and every career total for counting stats ever. You have to change your perspective because a guy now gets more opportunities.
career stats
Yes,
though.
career stats.
He is getting
Like
more.
3,000 hits is still 3,000 hits.
Right, but when
Okay,
you're
but
getting
instead
an
of
extra
600,
several
600,
hundred plate appearances
650,
in the
yeah,
season.
instead of like 600 or 650 plate appearances, you get 800
Yeah,
every year.
but if you're a 300 hitter, 150 plate appearances, that still translates to like what? Diego, quick math.
That's
Was
like
that
45 hits.
35
I
hits?
refuse to.
That's
help
like
you.
40, 45
That's like
hits.
35 hits a year. No, 45 out of 150 plate appearances. That's
That's
no,
like 310,
you got to take into
315.
account. You got to take into account walks.
Oh,
no, you
plate
got to
appearances,
include
plate
walks.
appearances.
You're
Yeah,
talking about,
not ABs.
Well, if we're talking about Tim Anderson, it's
you're
45
talking about
hits.
hits.
That's fair.
Talking about Yasmani Grandal, it's like 2.
Yeah.
But he's getting on base like 75 times, so it's okay.
Unreal. Unreal how Adam Engel's hitting second for the White
Right.
Sox. I mean,
Unreal how Adam Engel is playing baseball.
I mean, last game I watched, I think I watched the Friday Cubs Sox game. He did go like 4 for 5 or something. So
did anyone
kinda
see?
eat my words
Did
on
anyone see Adam Engel in Thursday's Royals White Sox?
that? I was not.
I would
I'm gonna
assume
be
that
honest,
nobody
I
was
not
watching But
You would be safe.
oh,
in
it was so the Royals won the game 3-2. In the first inning, 2 runs scored on a double by Hunter Dozier. It was hit kind of like a line drive out to center field. So it was Engel was playing a little bit in, so he had to turn around and go for it. So he turned around and started running the right way, but then he thought the ball was going over his other shoulder, so he turned and started running the other way, and then he turned back, and the ball like totally went past him in all because he like turned back like 3 times. It was like it should have been caught, and the inning should have been over, and the White Sox would have won the game if the whole other game went the same.
Every time they cut,
Garcia moment.
every time they cut to Tony La Russa, he has the most 1,000-yard stare I've ever seen. Like, mouth is just always a little bit too open. Like, I'm.
Nice.
I mean, I know that like you can be pretty fairly checked out. As
He's also Tony La Russa, so he's probably never checked in.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here.
I think we've discussed this before. I mean, I'll ask Rudy first. How do you feel about the Ombre Wilson Contreras catching fit?
I need to see it again before I. Oh, I don't mind it. I know you don't like it, but I don't mind it.
Yeah, it's only because it's not a team color.
It's blue.
It's kind of slick.
I mean,
yeah. What?
And it's not, the bottom of it is like the Cardinals powder blue or like the Royals powder blue.
It's just blue.
You
you can't get the ombre effect without.
Policy, don't
I
you?
mean, it's blue.
Diego, no, I've talked about that multiple times. How I don't like that.
I
That is,
know, but
hey,
that
I will.
take
Yeah, hey, come on, now. I'm not standing for that one.
matches up with that opinion, though. You know what
Really?
I'm saying, though? I don't like because it's not the team color, dude. It's blue. It's fun. It's cool.
I feel like that's
nice.
definitely different.
I think it's you guys actually umpire blue.
Oh, that's true. Actually.
It kind of
It's
is,
kinda
yeah.
close to that.
But I mean, like, if a guy on the White Sox had similar, terrible frame job there, by the way. But if a guy on the White Sox had similar catcher's gear, it would be gray. That's not a team color.
It's their road color. Yeah, they wear it for road
Everyone
games.
wears it for
Every
road
team's
games.
road
It's not a
color,
road.
dude.
It's not a team color.
Fair. The
It
White
also,
Sox need to
like,
incorporate
it's
their
not
red
like
more.
it's just randomly like, oh, these are powder blue. Like his chest, like halfway down, it like starts changing.
That's what I'm saying. It's the effect. Like it fades into it, so you
Right.
can't just have a
It
different.
fades into it.
I'm a fan.
Like what's it supposed to turn
I like
into?
I mean, he could have done like a blue to red,
That
and then
would
it
look-
would have looked.
Then
that-
it would be purple
You'd
in the
have
middle.
purple on there. Yeah. That's how ombre works.
Welcome back to Color Digest.
Color dyed.
I'm gonna just excuse myself with the I'm colorblind, so I get to just
Ryan is-
I mean,
You?
it could go like hypothetically, it could go blue all the way to white, but I think
It
that would look
could.
worse.
I think it would too. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
I like the way it is. Also, like, okay, wait, Carson. So you don't like this because it's not the team color.
I just think real quick, I'll say it looks like he borrowed shin guards from a different team because the ombre doesn't exist at all on the shin guards. It's all just that.
Yeah,
This is
because
true.
that's how ombre works. It goes from the dark to the light, and at the bottom you're gonna have the light.
Well,
At the
then
top-
he could have
the
just
top is plates.
he could have
Dark.
just shifted when it starts, so it was
Or made it more-
still changing on the.
More gradual, maybe.
Yeah, if it was more gradual, I guess would be my.
But the thing is, because like,
I don't know.
so
I mean,
either here's what
the Cubs.
you can't have the gradual on both pieces. Either going to be on the chest or it's going to be on the legs. The shin guards.
That's fair.
It can't be on both unless you're going all the way to white. Then it could be, but it's not.
And I mean,
So,
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
it's
That's
not
fair.
like. It's not like the Cubs haven't used lighter blues in the past as well. You guys don't see my
Yeah,
camera right
they're-
now, but I've
It's
got
on the regular.
I've got two. Yeah, I've got the Players Weekend, or I've got Players Weekend hat and the City Connect hat. Both of them have a lighter blue.
Yeah,
on them.
Well, and like also they also had the powder blues in the 80s and stuff. So
Here's what I was going to bring up though. So you're a Cardinals fan. Have you
Yeah.
seen some of Yachty's gear?
oh no, it's also bad. It's also
Okay.
yeah.
I was going to say, I'm like, you can't.
No, look. So
Something's
my-
probably not going to add up here.
no. It does add up. Yachty. I mean, I think
Minus 10
also.
more because of
I
gear.
think he goes bananas with it because once he got signed to Jordan, I think they were like, they were like, "Do you want a bunch of cool catching fits?" And he was like, "Yeah."
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
why
fun. I
would
like
you
it.
ever say no, right?
No, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm. Yeah, I think that I love when players use like batting gloves, cleats, bats, anything that's not.
Catcher's gear.
Well, catcher's. I guess because catcher's gear, it's like required.
Yeah, this is the weirdest take
I don't
I've seen in a
know.
while.
And that's saying something.
It is.
I don't know,
Earlier this
man.
week
It
when
just.
you
I don't know
said
what it.
DHs are
I don't know
bad
what it
because they
is.
they make too much money and produce not enough. Let me bring it up. Actually,
It's an overpaid position.
Streets aren't ready for the fact that DH on average makes $13 million a year, provides the seventh best WAR of hitters in the lineup.
Yeah, that's offensive WAR, by the way, not just WAR in general.
Yeah, because defensive WAR for DH. Let me tell you about it. Whew. Crazy.
The 7th best offensive WAR, huh? Where'd you pull that from? I gotta check your sources.
I'm gonna re-find the article that I read.
Here's the other thing about that, though. Like, your sample size is also half of what it needs to be compared to other positions. So, you technically don't have proper data to compare it to other positions.
That's a rip by Eloy.
Yeah, that was a nice pull down the line. Man, oh man, that's tough. 7-0 White Sox. that's tough looks in the
that is
second
the
inning.
score of this baseball game.
That is the score. Anyway, yeah, but comparing the DH of the offense to like every other position, not fair because you only have half the sample size.
Why? Wait, why is? I guess I was gonna say why is Duffy that far off the line, but it really wasn't that far.
Because Matt Duffy was told to be there. Matt Duffy can do no wrong. Matt Duffy is my goat. That's not true.
That's a take.
That's not.
Oh, we got
true
Marlins
either.
man.
I do love Matt.
I will actually. You know what?
Marlins
Something.
man?
Yeah, Marlins man is in the
Oh,
house.
is there? Shout out Marlins man. Icon.
I did find something different to the statistical argument as well, though. I found a really interesting historical article as well, talking about how the reason that the designated hitter was introduced in the first place in the American League is the vast influx of like black athletes in the National League, like in the changing style of play. There were several owners in the American League that were super against it, and so in order to appease fans with more action while at the same time not having to sign black athletes, they developed a designated hitter as the rule instead, which
That sounds about right.
Doesn't surprise me.
so from a if I'm going to be outdueled with numbers, which I think there's a fair chance you could, I'll just use the historical context argument, and
That's fair, but your argument was about war here, so the numbers are actually there.
No, I know. I was just bringing up an
So-
initial guy.
No, you're right though. That makes sense. You don't want to fight me with numbers, though. I guarantee you're
No,
not.
I know. That's why. Diego, see. This is math degree versus history degree. I was like, I actually found something historical. Let's talk about. Huh?
Yeah, that's fair. I do like numbers. What a snag in the dugout by who is that? Billy Hamilton.
Looks like it.
Billy Hamilton's got to be like top 10 clubhouse vibes guy in all of Major League Baseball.
It's true.
Also, like
Oh, it's a Brian Goodwin.
one of the two.
No, it was
of them.
Billy Hamilton.
Also, like elite, like type of player. Just run fast and
Elite?
run fast. Don't hit the ball.
I
and
love
vibes.
Billy Hamilton as a player, man.
Billy Hamilton, elite human. I bet. Like,
Zach Davies, generous. The ump knows they're down 7-0
Wow.
that way.
Yeah.
show. Can we talk about? So, Scott, you saw probably one of the worst umpire
I was
games
actually
in
about to
real
bring
life.
that up too.
Yeah, how was that?
'Cause
I
Scott
saw
tweets.
The
saw your
tweets, the
game.
tweets about it were very entertaining, to say the least.
Fantastic. But then, like, after we're seeing the story card, I'm like, oh boy, because I wasn't watching the game, but like, man, that was tough.
Yeah. So, yeah, it was interesting because so like it was obviously a road game, so nobody there was would have agreed with any
Mm-hmm.
thing we were saying about how whatever. But also, I was in the third deck, so I tweeted. I tweeted at one point. It was like the seventh inning, and
From the
someone got
third
mad at a
deck.
call, and I was like, "Damn, I don't know, man." But from the third deck, this ump looks like he stinks.
Yeah.
That was so good.
And some dude replied to me today and was like, "Stop complaining. Follow at umpire scorecard to get the real thing instead of just complaining on Twitter all the time." I was like, "Dude, what?"
I'm like, well, first of all, umpire scorecard is gonna agree with
Just
me.
confirmed
I can-
Umpire
I can-
scorecard says it's like the worst ump game of the year.
Yeah, I'm like, so I can go to the source and get reaffirmed that my homer take was not just my homer take, that it was factually correct. That makes it even sweeter for me. Like that just confirms. Oh,
I'm gonna go look at the tweet.
So yeah, it was wild, like being at the game, and we're sitting there, and like our friends back home are texting us, and they're like, "Yeah, dude, like this umpire freaking blows," and we're like, "All right, like whatever." Like people say that all the time, whatever. And then, like, we hung out, went around town a little bit after and stuff. And
God, I'm sorry. One sec. This ESPN, they do this goofy graphics of them. They're like baking a pizza, and it's not even deep dish. Like
the graphics for ESPN are horrible. The Monday Night Football graphics.
No, it's what it is. It's some random ass white dude in the kitchen, and now they've got a Cubs guy who's like, kitchen is like really dirty and gross. Are they like shutting it down in the? What?
Oh,
Dude,
what the heck?
I'm so lost with this graphic. Like,
Why is Craig Kimbrell in a Cubs hat? You could have found a
Why
picture
would-
of him in
why
a
would
white.
you
And
not
Ryan
have-
Tepera.
my question is, why would you not have the pizzas be customers coming up to order the slice of the player, not just what?
They're in the original team's hats. So Hernandez was in a Cleveland hat as well.
Yeah, but still,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was just bad. Also, Will in the chat, what's up, buddy? Yes, thank you, Peyton. It is terrifying.
What is up? Yeah, I'm gonna go back and find this scorecard from that game yesterday because it was just.
It was plus 2.
Yep, here we go.
2.79
Patrick-
runs for Cleveland.
Yeah,
It was
Greg
Former
Gibson.
Cardinals legend.
the most lopsided called game in the MLB this season.
For anyone wondering, the glare's kind of bad. Hold on.
Yeah, we can see the
Yeah.
zone accuracy percentage.
There you go.
Give me a hand model, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's not good.
Wow. Y'all still won the game at
And
least.
Detroit still won.
how with our bullpen, the fact that Tyler Alexander started and the way that game was umped, how we had a shutout until 1 out in the ninth is unreal.
It's because you were there.
Didn't Soto give up a run in the ninth?
Yes, and ironically, it was a solo homer to Wilson Ramos.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, wow. That's
Sorry, Scott. I'm not
it
trying to.
was
Sorry,
literally
that wasn't Soto slander. Eric Haas and I have Eric Haas and Gregory Soto in fantasy, so I'm like occasionally whenever Detroit Tigers games are like close, I'm like right with you. I'm like watching. I'll throw the game on and be like, I'm like, come on, Gregory Soto. I'm like, you got this, babe. I'm believing you.
I've been watching a lot more since Miggy's gotten within 2 of 500.
Yeah,
Once he
yeah.
hits 599, I've honestly been watching a lot of Angels and Mariners for different reasons. Mariners because I'm actively rooting for them to like win out, and Angels I'm watching for Joe Adell, and that's about it.
yeah.
Fair. I watch a lot of whatever's on, so.
I did see a crazy stat with Joe Adell actually. So they were looking at comparison percentages, and his swing rate in 2020 and whiff rate was 51% and 41%. And in 2021, his swing rate's it's 47%, but his whiff rate is down to 21%.
Wow.
Like he's just making that much more contact that I don't know. Like he's just like giving himself a chance. Peyton in the chat saying "Go Mariners." Absolutely, dude.
Go Ends. I have
That's a disrespectful graphic pulling up B-Ref and showing all the Cubs' top 12 players this year and how many aren't Cubs anymore.
Oh,
That's mean. That's rude.
I'm physically
That's so
ill.
rude. Oh, that's.
I haven't gotten to the graphic yet, but I'm sure I will soon.
David Bodie's beard is looking pretty good, by the way.
Yeah, man. I was just gonna say that.
I think I'm not used to it being grown out from his face that much.
Yeah.
It's a good little beard going on.
I know
I'm a
this.
fan.
I know we're a baseball broadcast, but I just saw on the bottom ticker about Messi. That's still like shocking.
It's wild.
Like,
Yeah, I'm not like. Yeah, him leaving Barca is huge, but
It's
going
insane.
to PSG.
I was gonna say, of
Dude,
course,
man.
it's PSG.
Dude, Neymar
Of
and
course.
Messi both had publicly been talking about like wanting to play together again, but like throwing in Mbappe, just like good,
It's
like
disrespectful.
That team's
heavens,
gonna be so
heavens
ignorant,
above,
dude.
man. Like that team is disgusting. It's unfair.
It is. It really is.
It's all right. I didn't know y'all were also as big as soccer. I am.
I played soccer for years, dude.
I'm
I was
Diego's
watching
one of the best high school soccer players of all time. So.
Yeah.
Good to know. No,
I'm
Diego,
just
I am
getting
a
into it. I'm pretty new.
Diego. I am a
Yeah.
English football championship hopeful promotion Swansea City fan.
We've had
So-
this discussion, I think.
I think we have briefly.
Watford got promoted. That's my dogs.
Yeah, I was gonna say you
I'm-
gotta be
I'm
in
a big
shambles
Man
that
U
Watford
guy.
didn't land
Ooh,
Messi, huh?
Ooh. That's got some pop. Andrew Vaughn at the wall. Ooh. That's a nice play.
Oh, I
Wow.
still have a
I
whole
can't
pitch
wait to
behind
see
that.
it.
Yeah.
Andrew Vaughn, good
Do
defender.
you,
What-
Diego, do you
I love
support
those-
a team in European football?
I do. I'm a Man U fan. I have
Oh,
been for
boo.
years.
Boo.
When I first, well,
I'm
it's because when
disgusted.
I first started playing way back when I was a forward, I wanted to play like Wayne Rooney did. So I watched
Gotcha.
a lot of
You-
Wayne Rooney.
So
Gotcha.
you wanted to be an unathletic white guy? Like that was your your
Oh,
life
my.
aspiration? That's like the Brett Gardner of soccer, man. Come on.
I wanted to be a good finisher at the net. That's what I wanted to
There,
be.
okay.
And I
all right,
was.
fair enough.
And I was.
Okay.
So,
All right.
and then I moved to goalie, so I watched a lot of De Gea.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. And then I moved to defense, so I watched a lot of just everyone at that point. But
Dude, you don't talk about. Ooh, have I seen the newest episode of Ted Lasso? I haven't, but I
Ooh.
love Ted Lasso.
I need to watch
Speaking
it.
of soccer,
I need to watch it.
that
it
dude,
was a good defensive play. I've seen it already a couple times now, but it was very nice.
yeah. Which is also like I'm willing to give Andrew Vaughn more credit than I think the average person, given like I said that they literally were like, "Hey, like if you want to make the team on opening day, like learn how to play outfield."
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up his draft stuff.
I wish Tim Anderson was on my team.
Man,
I love Tim
Dylan
Anderson.
Cease looks very sharp this year.
I
in
wish my
general.
team
Yeah.
had literally a single shortstop in the entire organization.
You
Yeah,
guys-
short.
Dude, Scott, do you guys want Paul DeYoung? Like, give us like a half-filled vending machine, and I'll give you guys Paul DeYoung.
All right.
His paper
Yeah.
so
Buy,
sick.
buy my guy's soda. Yeah.
Yeah, buy my
Yeah.
guys.
I
soda
literally
for the
don't
next
have a shortstop on my team, so
I mean,
I guess Zach Short had a rough day today, but
he's had a rough
career.
like last everything besides first 2 weeks of the season.
I thought he was supposed to be good defensively.
He was supposed to be.
Oh, is he not playing good defense either?
No, he's been an error machine,
Ooh.
and then
Tatis.
he's bad. He has like a 600 OPS.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have seen this, but the Padres I'm sure you have, are considering moving Tatis to center when he comes back.
Dog. Center?
Yeah.
Yes,
Center
he's worked
field.
out at center field, dude. Which is they want him. They don't want him like they're trying to limit, so he doesn't like because
Sure.
at shortstop he gets injury prone. And I'm like, Trent Grisham is a good center fielder. Like
Yeah, put him in a
I know it
corner.
sounds ludicrous. I know it sounds
Yeah, but
ludicrous.
it's left.
Put him in left, and I know that's such a waste of his athletic ability defensively. But like Will Myers
don't
plays a
know.
competent
I
right
mean, I feel
field,
like
and like
I feel like having a really like if athletically he can like have good range as a left fielder, and then I don't know, his arm is strong. It's not
Yeah.
accurate.
it's gonna
but-
be yeah.
Andrew Vaughn also has negative .70 defensive WAR this season so far. I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like Tatis in left could be very good. I mean,
But Tatis in center makes me nervous, especially because you have Trent
Yeah.
Grisham there. Like Trent
Yeah.
Grisham is a very good defender,
yeah.
and like I don't know why you would mess with that.
Stop talking about Trent Grisham before Matthew Penn says something ignorant.
Who?
Oh, who?
Who is?
Listen, I will.
know.
Just saying, I'm out ahead of it, and so now if you say it, Matthew, it just looks tacky.
Also, real quick, Tatis -0.4 defensive WAR. I don't know what his OAA is. I'll go look it up real quick.
That's what I'm
Wow.
saying.
That's
Like,
short.
there's nothing to lose.
Trade him to the
and,
Tigers.
And Ha-Sung Kim is playing really good defense this year, isn't he?
Ha-Seong Kim
Yeah.
is
So is
criminally
Cronenworth.
underrated.
Yeah, I agree. Cronenworth also had a fantastic play at short today.
Dude, Jake Cronenworth is
He
one of
had
my
a
favorite players in the game.
fantastic play at short.
Jake Cronenworth is one of my favorite players in the game. Can just you can put him anywhere and he just rakes and plays good D. Like, it's unreal. It's unreal to watch him play. I love Jake Cronenworth.
I like
You
Cronenworth a
were,
lot, but I hate when they say the Crone Zone.
Oh my god.
You don't
dude,
like the Crone Zone?
There's
No.
a great
Oh, I thought it was
TikTok-
really funny.
There's a great TikTok making fun of the
I've just
Padres
heard
announcers
too much.
where it's like
Ah.
a routine pop fly to first and Cronenworth catches it and it's like they inserted the audio clip
Yeah.
of one of the announcers like the Crone Zone.
Yeah,
It's
I
so
saw that.
funny. Dude, it's so good.
They
Because
did
they
it
do
for
it-
Tatis. too.
yeah, it was like a line out and it was like,
Yeah.
oh, he's
a soft hit
magical.
line out.
Yeah. So good. So good.
It
oh,
is. I will say, I'm about 45 miles west, probably of Chicago, and it is raining considerably here, and it seems to be starting to come down at Wrigley.
it's coming down at Wrigley.
Frank Schwindel looks like a guy that just
A guy.
tried to give me an upgrade on my debit card at Comerica last week.
Yeah.
Scott, did you
Yeah.
upgrade your debit card at Comerica
Yeah,
last week?
take it.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks
Scott,
like a guy.
show me that metal black Amex. I know you got it in the wallet, buddy. Don't like.
Show me your credit card both sides.
Yeah,
real quick.
Scott, just give me your credit card front and back, and then maybe your mom's maiden name and your address. Like, I was already thinking about this last week. When
Stealing-
Scott
You were
was
thinking
talking
about my mom's maiden
no,
name last week?
no,
That's kind of weird.
no,
though.
no.
Yeah.
I was talking about when Scott was talking about his home phone number, and how
Oh yeah.
because Scott was like, obviously these the first numbers are and then he paused and went, my area code, and I was like, way to go, Scott, way to not way to
No,
not
I mean,
talk.
it's not that home phone hasn't been set up. Isn't our home phone anymore. We haven't had that phone in probably a decade. But
No, it was still just funny because I saw your eyes do the calculation of no personal info, not today.
Here's my
oh,
social
the accountant with the 2 RBI knock.
He had a home run in extras yesterday, Friday.
Hey, so did
Friday.
Brandon Ball.
He literally looks like not a baseball player.
Hey, local ABC, please stop flashing your local logo on the bottom of the screen for 10 seconds every once in a while. Super annoying. I know what channel it is. Thank you.
Are you sure?
PSA. Yes. Thank you so much, KCRG Cedar Rapids. Very appreciative.
Oh. It's a nice little knock. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice play.
Cubs will
Cubs
not
on
be
the
shut
board.
out
Hey,
today.
if Nick Madrigal at second base, that play gets made. Injury and all.
Oh yeah, is he not playing today?
He's out for the season.
Madrigal?
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
He's also a Cub.
Well,
He's
right,
also
I
not
knew
in the
that.
White Sox
I meant
organization.
for the
Yeah,
Cubs,
no, his
but
his
yeah.
his quote unquote homecoming will be next year in August.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate, yeah.
Nico Horner makes that play, TBH.
HIMO. Let me see here.
You know what's fun though is the fact that okay.
Yeah.
That is
Yep.
fun, yeah.
Sorry, again I forget. Rafael Ortega's been nice for you guys this year though.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to take a stab at Tatis's OAA this year?
-4.
That's
Yeah.
not right.
Dang.
Scott, Rudy,
-6.
also incorrect.
Who's am I guessing?
Tatis.
Tatis.
-2.
Scott was the closest. It is -1.
Oh,
Wow.
All right.
Rudy and I thought it would be way funnier. That's just you know.
Yeah, I figured it was significant if you were bringing
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah,
It's just kind of.
I was just looking it up, and I didn't want the info to go unshared since I put the effort to find it.
Yeah, Schwindel really does look like the best hitter on your adult men's softball league team.
He doesn't even
No,
look like
he
the
looks
best
like
hitter.
the third best hitter.
Not even. He looks like you're the guy who bats like eighth.
He looks like a guy. Like,
Yeah, he just
He looks like the guy
any
you
other
put
dude.
at first because he's the tallest guy in the neighborhood.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
He looks like the
Yeah,
guy
yep.
you would find at your local Costco on a Saturday afternoon with his two kids, and one of them's running around too much, and he gets really upset about it, but doesn't let it show. And his wife's also just chasing around that kid a lot.
All right, Diego. All right. Diego, she didn't major in English? You didn't major in English? That's a short story waiting to happen. brother. Also,
didn't know.
quick Costco plug. One of the funniest quotes of all time is the CEO of Costco saying, "If you change the
If you
price of
change
the
the
hot dog,
price of the hot
I'll
dog, I'll
effing
kill
kill you."
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
That's
I forgot
fire.
about that. I forgot
So-
about that.
Hey, listen, for anyone that doesn't have a Costco membership, not sponsored, but we should be. Costco is sick. Like,
Costco sponsor
Dude.
us.
dude, no, I'm not even kidding. Peyton clip this and tweet it out. Costco, please sponsor us. You guys run a great business model. You're very good for the community. Like,
Oh, Matt
Shout out.
Their
Duffy.
employees great.
Matt Duffy. Oh, okay.
I got nothing but good things
Shout
to say
out
about Costco.
Costco. Please
Nothing but good
sponsor
things.
us. Matthew Duffy. Big fan of this guy.
Are you?
I am. Kids
Okay.
couldn't tell. He used to have a really fat cat that everyone loved.
Aw, that's nice. Did we know the cat's name, perhaps?
Scooter.
Oh, that's a good cat name.
It's
Not a good
cat.
person name. Scooter Jeanette can suck it. Respectfully.
Noted 4-homer game haver, Scooter Jeanette.
You can
Yeah.
respectfully suck it.
Noted
Giants legend, Scooter Jeanette.
one, noted
Okay.
one insanely good season, Scooter Jeanette.
Giants legend.
Oh wait,
That's
I was gonna shout out something else, like totally random.
Costco. Again.
Oh, outside of Costco, it was just like things I could relate to people here. Hold on, who was it?
Costco.
Oh, Scott, I forgot to say, my dad used to work for the University of Iowa, obviously, and he just got a job at last couple months he started at the University of Toledo. So I'm trying to get out. I want to go to a Mud Hens game
They're
soon,
so fun, man.
and so that was the connection. That was the connection there. I'm trying
Toledo's literally, I can be in Toledo in less than an hour.
Hey, look, DD at the ballpark meetup, Scott. I'm telling you. I
Good job,
was texting my
Scott.
dad about it. I was gonna
I'm
say
always down to go to a Mud Hens game. They're so fun.
Toledo, how? Let's see. Let me look up. How much would it cost to fly out to Toledo?
Oh, dude. Hey, live watch party from Toledo. Leonard. Look,
I
I feel like I ought to go to Comerica before I go to a Mud Hens game, but
Why not both?
why not? Yeah. Wait, yeah, Rudy. What's? I don't see the issue. Man.
I'll do
Just hit
both.
up-
I'll do both.
I was
No,
looking
so-
to go into Detroit though, but tickets are really expensive from Boise to Detroit for some reason.
Fly
into O'Hare, where Rudy and I could be, and then we can just road trip.
That's right.
They're still expensive to O'Hare.
It's
I've been
more.
looking at it a lot.
It's more. Okay, I was gonna say because I know
It cost me like $500 to fly into O'Hare.
Goodness.
that is a.
What if you flew into Flint instead of DTW?
I can look.
That could work too. Or Diego, if you want to go mega cheap, look up how cheap it would be to fly into Cedar Rapids or Des Moines, because then you could link up with me, and then we could push east.
If you think I'm not serious about this, I have Google Flights up right now.
Diego, do I look like I'm kidding? I would love to. Like,
Are flights
I
typically
know we
cheaper
like-
to Cedar Rapids? I feel like it'd be more expensive for smaller
it
airports.
can be. That's why I wanted him to look, because it
I
can
need like
be.
a time frame. Hold on. Toledo's
I
actually-
mean,
Or,
I know we like to rip.
well, O'Hare's probably expensive, but check Southwest to Midway, because I feel like Southwest is always cheaper.
That's fair. That's
Yeah,
fair.
true. Midway's not bad.
And
yeah.
Midway's also more on the way to Detroit than O'Hare is.
It is, yes. I was gonna say, I know we like to rib each other all here, but I'm absolutely down to hit up a Toledo Mud Hens and a Tigers game. You know, yeah, heck of a time. Also, for those of you that don't, this is like very deep Diamond Digest knowledge, so no one watching the broadcast would know this off rip. I magically am in control of press credentials for DD. I have to imagine.
Oh, you know what I'm magically in control of?
Oh no! Oh no! He's got it. Oh,
You act like you're the only one that can do that.
I know.
You act like you're the only one that can.
I'm not, but I'm the one who does do it. So
I was about to say though, it would be if we wanted to do a live stream, it'd be sick because I have to imagine like minor league press credentials aren't hard to get, and it would be sick if we were up in the press, up in some press seats for a little Mud Hens action. That'd be a nice time. So, I'm putting it out into the ether now, so that way we can try and get this done.
okay.
did you have some trivia from the last couple innings or the next?
I
couple
did.
innings?
I did get it wrong. So
Third inning trivia. Among pitchers with at least 50 pitches thrown this season, who throws the hardest four-seam fastball on the White Sox pitching staff? Oh, dang. I got it wrong, too. We were all
Well-
differently wrong.
that's
Unless
awesome.
Rudy-
Unless
unless
Rudy,
gets it right.
Rudy, come on. Rudy, get it right, so we all have different answers.
No.
If Rudy gets
Well,
Rudy,
see,
no, Rudy, the same
This
thing. I
this
did.
hypothetical correct answer is not a real person, so I don't know what we're doing here.
Oh yeah.
that's fair. He's not wrong.
No, oh my God! Wait. Speaking of minor league games, though, I'm trying to get to a Quad Cities River Bandits game before the year
Dude, I've
ends.
heard that stadium is sweet.
It is. It's built in the 30s. It like floods every 10 years because it's right on the
river.
Mississippi. Yeah. Like
I
it's,
could fly into O'Hare for like $250 if it's the beginning of September.
It
It really just depends on when.
hopefully the Tigers have a weekend home schedule because I will be in grad school and I can't midweek swing.
I was
that.
gonna say
It's a weekend.
I was gonna say I will be not in the state of Illinois anymore.
When would this be? When do you guys leave your respected where you're at?
Well,
I'm here. I've been in Iowa City, bro. Like I'm here for the next couple years. But I can make it back anytime.
I do not have like even if it were before I went to school, I don't have time to make this plan happen.
Boo. Boo, Rudy.
So
Unbelievable.
So yeah.
Would have been way funnier if Scott was like, I actually can't swing this, even though it's like a 50-minute drive for him. He's like, oh, yeah.
Mud Hens is literally like less than an hour, and Comerica is
20 minutes walking.
10, yeah, 15,
Scott,
20.
give me a lowdown. Who would be a the guy to watch? Because I want to go to a Quad Cities River Bandits game when Asa Lacy's pitching. So like I've got the guy I want to go see. Who would be the guy?
So like
to see?
that's the thing. Like all those guys aren't in AAA yet. So
Okay. Well,
like I like Torque and Green and Dingler are all in Erie together, which is
Okay. Maybe we can hope for like a rehab stint. Is anyone,
like
maybe
Manning
like a
got called up obviously, so he's not in Toledo anymore.
maybe a Matt Boyd rehab start? Question mark.
Dude, that dude might be dead for all I know. I haven't heard anything on him in like forever.
That boy's not real.
So our editor just put in a picture of of the Quad Cities River Bandits Stadium flooding. We had like a hurricane here, like last year, and that was the result.
Mm-hmm.
So, John O'Donnell Stadium though is awesome. Quad Cities, I'll give a shout out.
Nice.
I was born in Davenport, so I gotta give some love.
So I haven't paid it. You mentioned Asa Lacy, and I went to check on whether you were really at risk of him getting called up, and he's rocking a 7.1 walks per 9 in high A right now.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. We can
Jeez.
I'll definitely catch a AC Lacy start in high A.
Yep.
Asa Lacy, Diamond Digest, OTP legend.
This is true.
Yeah. You know who else is an OOTP legend that's on the Cubs now? At least in one of my saves, he went bananas. It's Greg. Is it Diekman or Dykeman?
I'm not sure. Diego, I gotta say, this is the real Diamond Digest OTP legend. We were out at dinner Friday night, and the Cubs had already played, and the restaurant, just like Chicagoland restaurant, they had marquee on, and they were showing the Iowa Cubs game, and they were playing against Indianapolis, Pittsburgh's AAA. Guess who was pitching for Indy?
No.
James Marvel.
Oh, that's Pittsburgh.
James Marvel, man.
The man. In that OOTP save,
man.
he's like a 40 overall player, and I think he put up a 3-WAR season for us.
So they resumed the Cardinals game.
When are we going to finish that?
We may never.
We did lose.
We may never finish that. I want to do it live. That's the thing. But
I know.
that was my plan for the longest time.
What do you guys...
I'm going to edit and upload the footage we still have, and then do it live. And I just have never edited and uploaded that footage. So honestly, at this point, we may just pick it up there. I'm not even edit the footage and just say screw it, and we go live.
Just upload it all, just
the
in
raw
case,
footage.
not unedited. Just us.
Rudy on his
Rudy
on his Bill O'Reilly energy.
Well, and in my head when we
Evan, we're doing it
well,
live.
and in my head when we
We'll
filmed
do it
this
live.
6 months ago, I was probably like, you know, oh, I need to edit that part out. Like that shouldn't be in the video, and then I'm just gonna upload the raw footage, and there will be something like stupid or. Oh my goodness! What a terrible swing! That was a terrible sequence for the White Sox.
Rudy, it's because he was stealing. He was trying to
run.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't.
Good old hit.
That didn't work. I feel like it
did not.
Oh, did we notice Wilson Contreras' mask, by the way? Because I did not.
Yeah,
notice
that's
it until now.
red,
yes.
right?
Well, that's what I meant when you guys were like, "Oh, it'd be purple." It like looks purple on the top to me.
A little bit.
Definitely like red.
I get Diego again. Diego. This isn't me using it as a colorblind. And like there's no BS. Like it looks purple to me. So when you were like,
It's just chrome red.
you're like, wouldn't that be purple? I was like, yeah, because he doesn't have purple on it now.
Yeah.
That's because he doesn't. So
I was like,
So back to my. So I had this. At what point is the hit and run just not worth it? You just don't swing at the pitch.
True.
I think if you have a guy who's like 80th percentile sprint speed or better, you just risk it. Like if you know you've got,
Or the biscuit. Let's be clear here.
or like it's Albert Pujols, because then like you hope the catcher just doesn't throw so he gets a stolen base. Actually, speaking of beautiful future Hall of Fame men that play first base, did you guys see that they like signed a steal for Vladdy today?
Really?
Like he ran and was safe by like a good couple steps. Like he's got some wheels on him now. Like he made some. He also had a great diving play today. Like he had. I mean,
It's all that diving.
Real quick,
play.
I gotta give you a. Real quick, I gotta give you a. Wow, nice segue.
Thank you.
Anyway,
I'm sorry. Don't take that down. That's foul. Hey, like actually, that. I mean, like, haha, but don't ever put that anywhere. Like, that's not. I don't want that anywhere.
That's fair.
Scott, I appreciate you being Mr. Funny Man over here, but all right, some of us don't make money podcasting and have to go out in the public eye to make our money. So let's maybe not.
I emailed it to myself so that I could just send it to the Skype chat and not send it in the Discord. So you're welcome.
I appreciate that very much, sir.
Is that you've been doing for the last like 5 minutes? Just getting that figured out.
Unbelievable. Like not even as a bit. I don't want that. That is not happening as a.
That's fair. Incredible stuff, though.
That's shambolic, is what it is.
That's shambolic for sure.
It's the Cardinals fan in him. He can't help it.
Nah, no. Like, Lord. This is even the worst part is, like, I grew up on the Illinois side of St. Louis. Like, I grew up on the part that, like, made fun of Missouri Cardinals fans religiously. Like, it's so, like...
Cardinals fans are made fun of, so...
Like I'm from the base of Cardinals fans that makes fun of the way that the other half of our fan base says Missouri as Missouri.
Oh,
Missouri?
yeah.
Which is just...
Missouri?
Yeah. Which is just wrong. That's my least favorite part of that. At least I haven't out.
Yeah, I have a screenshot of Peyton. Aubrey Huff was right.
Yeah.
Scott, listen.
Which is never the case.
And I send it all the time because it's hilarious.
Here's the thing. I don't appreciate that Scott This is just, you know what, like, I can't swear. This is effed up of Scott that he's just building this, like, I'm gonna find
Blackmail
like
file.
yeah, Scott's just QAnon blackmailing, like coming up with like
My DD screenshots run deep, man.
They do. They go all the way back to like Slack.
Yeah, they
days, I'm
go
pretty
back
sure.
a few years.
oh my god.
Scott's
But
been
yeah.
around a while.
I have one of Peyton going, Aubrey Huff was right.
Dude, you ever just one of my favorite things to do is to go through that bozo's Twitter sometimes and just go, it's just so embarrassing to think that he posts those things thinking he's like funny or right. Like it's so there's nothing worse than someone who posts on the internet that thinks they're funny. There's no one on planet Earth worse than that. And he is such a criminal offender of that. And it's just deactivate, please. I'm sure Diego is the most passionate of anyone here about Aubrey Huff deactivating,
Hate
but
him. I don't want to associate him with him in any way, shape, or form. Don't even mention my name in the same sentence.
I apologize for that. I was going to say, I think we can all confidently say that we all want zero association.
Absolutely.
Dude,
He was on my team.
I know.
Yeah, I think that's why he said that.
I know. I know.
What we need is we just need to. This is why, thank you to our loyal viewers. We just need to build up a big enough following to ratio him one day, and then like
Probably
that's.
have already.
I
Well, it
hope.
won't take
Yeah.
much. But also, like, my favorite thing about that situation is the fact that the Giants, like, also refuse to actually acknowledge him,
Yeah, that's great. I love that the Giants are like.
and then
Who?
he just complains about it, and I'm like, dude, literally, no one's on your side here.
No, he does the classic. I don't even care. I don't even, and it's like you keep bringing it up, bud. I think
he used.
I
to
think
do
your feelings are hurt.
He used to do the things like, "Wow, can't believe it," blah 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 blah, and then now after a while he's like, "I don't even care." And it's like, yeah, you don't care because you know
Yeah.
it's not going to happen, but you care a lot. So
Peyton Manning crying during Hall of Fame speech, as he should. That's my goat right there.
I agree. Peyton Manning goated.
Peyton Manning is indeed goated.
Brian Leaf better.
That's
God,
Jamarcus
how do you even
Ruff.
have
I
a
don't
like?
have it. Jamarcus
We
Ruff.
won't. You know what? We
goated.
should not mention the NFL right now. I was gonna say Scott's
Have
got
you
a
guys
lot of.
seen? Have you seen the Troy Polamalu bust though?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
heard it's sick.
It's incredible,
Yeah.
incredible.
I mean, he's got
good.
immaculate hair. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I've ever seen a professional athlete with better hair than Troy Polamalu. Truly,
Um,
I'm
Yeah,
serious. Like,
No,
it
I
might
get-
be. It might be. At the very least, like he's on the Mount Rushmore of like great sports hair.
true. As far as NFL X Flow, Troy Polamalu is literally just 1,000. Like
100%.
you can't get higher than that.
Yeah, highest all time for sure.
It's incredible. It's just so good.
Actually, wait a minute. Sorry. Again, I'm gonna bring up the Lions real quick, Scott. Was it not your? It might have been Joe Judge, but it was either Dan
Uh-oh.
Campbell or Joe Judge that said
Whoa.
that it turned him on a little bit. That his players got in a fight during
That was
training
Dan
camp.
Campbell.
That was
Yeah, that was Dan Campbell.
good lord. What in the world, man?
Bro, in his introductory presser,
No,
he said
I know.
he's going to bite people's kneecaps off. I don't know why this
Yeah.
is surprising to you.
I mean, I'm not the sexual. Like, I can understand the violence part. Just bringing in being horny is the part that, yeah, like
He's just down bad, man.
he is down bad.
Did you
Unbelievable.
see, like last week, he had his like Starbucks order get leaked, and it's like two venti coffee something with more. Like it's so much caffeine, dog. So much.
That makes sense.
Carson knows about X Flow. Peyton, I used to have hair down to my shoulders, bro. I know about X.
Bring it back.
Carson
Bring
has
it
a high
back.
X Flow.
Bring
The
it
actual
back.
flow is not
Bring
that high,
it
but X Flow
back.
is high.
Scott, I was gonna say I am gonna grow it out a little bit again. I don't know if it's coming down to the shoulders, but it's gonna get longer. Now that summer's coming to an end, I can get a little longer.
That's fair.
No, yeah. If you go to my Instagram, you can see a picture of me with
I'll
hair
see him with-
colors and a nice comment from Scott.
Yeah,
Miller.
you have a girlfriend.
Carson followed me on Instagram. I immediately stalked him and commented on a picture from like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Bring this hairstyle back, or I'm never speaking to you again."
That's so good. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for.
It should be. It's like May 1st of this year.
Just
Or
look
last
at
year,
like
last
a
year.
long
It's
hair.
quarantine. It's a quarantine pic.
Oh, is it this one?
Yeah,
it's got to be this one. Hold on.
yeah. Is it me on a dock?
Oh no, it's you leaning against the wall. It's my.
Oh no, it got longer than that. Go a little further up. Go like a couple posts up. You'll see it down as long as it got. It was
on a
for all the way
dock?
touching my shoulders. On a dock. There's like a lake behind me.
Oh, yep, here it is.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, there it is.
It was long, man. And like
Get that real close to that.
you can see it. And the thing is, I'm not gonna lie, like as a man, it was so like just nice to know that like I grew my hair out and like it just wasn't like thin and like looked like shit. Like it was just it was so nice of like I got good genes, like at least for now.
Yeah.
And I should have known because there's pictures of my dad in college. Like it's so funny to like meet my dad. Like if you meet my dad now,
Meet your
like,
dad? It's weird. What?
like my dad had a mullet like all of high
Heck
school.
Oh, what
yeah.
are you looking at
Like-
there, man?
Like my dad wore like my dad would wear like my dad was literally like Metallica t-shirt, acid wash jeans, checkered Vans, like drove like my dad was about it in like the 80s. He was all about like the hair metal. And so
my hair used to be real. It was a mullet. I'll be honest, it was a mullet pretty much. I'm gonna look for it. It was back in high school.
because you've been a dye guy for a few years now, right, Diego? I know that
I have been dyeing my hair since I was 10 years old.
Nice,
So
yeah.
we're coming up
Hey,
on
few
12 years
now.
here.
Hey, few years. I was right, man.
Yeah. So when I turn 22 in a few weeks, it'll be 12 years.
Wow.
Noted. I am only 21. In case anyone was wondering, this shook Diamond Digest for like a night this last week.
Well, it's because you talk about teaching, and so I assumed you were like at the very least my age. Well, I guess you are. You are literally my age, but I assume at the very least that you'd be like maybe within the same 12 months as me, or so, and you are. But like, you know what I mean? Like,
I thought you were this old and you are. So
No, yeah, like you have like a real person adult job. Like I can't be younger than me. Like there's so many absolute like children that run our website. Like
True. At Rudy.
Hand up.
at Rudy. No,
Hand
Rudy,
up.
that's no disrespect.
No,
Stand
it's
up.
cop.
Yeah,
Cop.
Yeah.
but he said
for
he
sure.
said people that run our website.
True.
Yeah, I don't know how old Laz is.
I mean, like mental.
Laz is-
John's a
Laz is
child.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Laz,
that's
yeah,
right.
that adds up. As Laz has like a good head on his shoulders.
Mentally, John Principe is a literal child. So.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
Like-
Wait. So I had never seen a non-cigarette holding picture of him in my life until I saw
Cigarette or beer?
until I saw one on Twitter.
Him at the Blue Jays game with his short strip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was iconic. I love
Oh
that
my
so much.
I'm crying.
The day I meet John
What is it?
Principe will be
Hold
the
on,
best
hold
day
on,
of my
hold on.
life.
like
I have to,
look, John knows I love him. I love John Principe. Do not get me wrong, but like he could like I'm sorry, like no disrespect, like he looked like a Boston sports fan when I saw it. I'm like, this is all the confirmation. Like I know that's what I'm saying.
Should
I'm
I-
like,
should I
I'm like,
put-
this is
should I
all
put
the validation.
Should I put the picture on screen?
Yeah, throw it out.
Please
If this
do.
isn't the like this is the picture of a man who is willing to pay at least $12 at Dunkin' Donuts. Like that's like like actually I'm sorry. This is the picture of a man that calls it Dunkies and doesn't think it's insufferable. Like that's who he is.
Yeah, except he's from Canada, so he doesn't. It's
Yes, Tim
That's-
Tim
Hortons.
Hortons.
That's
Timmy
true.
Hortons.
But I'm saying he's got that Boston look to him, despite being Canadian.
And real quick, back to the hair thing. So I had it was a tail. I had a tail. Just
There you
like,
go.
on the back of my head. So this picture is the one I like to use. This was my junior year of high school. You can see just coming out of the back of my like cap here. Hold on, wait.
I
Oh,
can
wait,
see it.
hold
I
on,
can
the
see it.
brightness.
I can see it.
I want the brightness higher anyway. Like,
Oh, that pink.
Oh,
that hot
yeah.
rock pink. That's sick, dude. I love it.
it was.
You know what? All right, hey,
long.
well, let's for our lovely host for the evening. I pose a challenge. I already said I'm planning on growing the hair out a little bit.
Here's
I propose we grow our hair out until we meet up in person for a vlog chat.
Oh, I just got a haircut, so that's fine with me.
I keep
here's
my
the thing.
side short, but I'll grow out the
When
top.
I say grow it out, I mean I'm still gonna get my hair cut every 6 weeks because you're supposed to cut it and everything to like keep it going longer. I'm just saying it'd be a fun look.
I grow out the top. But I'm growing right now. I'm growing out the top.
I'll also provide the alternative if you don't want to grow your hair out of growing a beard out because Diego, if you didn't want to.
Okay, so here we've got
Scott, I've seen 2015
Here we've
Instagram
got-
posts of yours, and I know what your hair is gonna look like, and that's that's
I
part
want-
of why I
bring
want to push this.
I
Oh,
have
Scott.
so that's how my hair was my like entire from like 4th grade until my sophomore year of college. That's how my hair was, right? Like that just long ass Jufro.
It's so
Then-
iconic.
Iconic look.
Yep. And then at one point it got super long. Like I mean I have pictures and videos and stuff of it like literally like
Please share.
wow.
crazy long. And then I had a few too many ginger ales with some buddies and made a bet during March Madness and lost and then had to shave my head and then ever since then it
Oh
kind of
no,
Hey,
that's
I
what I
shaved
want.
my
No,
head, too.
that's what I want the picture of.
So
That is
Yeah.
this is really dramatic. I got a 1 grade buzz across the whole thing, which
I was bald. I was
was
bald.
I was gonna say that's not the
Yeah,
same,
but-
Scott.
I
Oh,
was bald.
I feel like I remember that. No?
Diego,
Yeah.
that
It was on my
that is
20th birthday.
that's the only thing I've seen that like has really aged you. I think is you bald.
yeah.
Bald ages a man.
Okay, so I've got the picture of John
I
up
was
on
20.
screen with the hole in his shorts,
Oh yeah, just
and I've
let's,
got to
let's talk about it being right at the
I've
crotch.
gotta
Like,
quote
I'm
the-
sorry, you look like a criminal.
I've gotta-
you look like a criminal.
I've got to quote the interaction. So Scott just goes, "Dog, do you just have a giant hole in your shorts?" And John says, "What are you looking at that part of my body for?" Also, yes.
Yeah. What are you looking at that part of my body for?
Because there's a
Also,
giant hole, dog. That's why.
Also, yes.
It's like if someone were to walk into with no pants on, I'd be like, "Why are you just in your underwear? Why are you looking?"
So I was
He's
gonna.
not wearing pants.
I was gonna comment on it. I was like, "Do you just have a big hole in your shorts?" And then I saw that Scott had
And
beat
then
me
you
to it.
saw it. I was gonna do the same thing. I think also because Christian also said, "Hey man, I think your zipper is down." And imagine thinking these busted ass shorts had an intact zipper still. Just an iconic man.
My thing is that John had to take multiple forms of transportation and be in front of tens of thousands of people. I don't know how you do that with that big
No,
Like-
my thing is he was like, "Hey, get a picture of me with this giant hole in my shorts." And then after the picture was taken, he looked at it and said like, "Yeah, no, I'll post this." And then
Why
just
not?
posted
Yeah,
it.
maybe like a hip
I was
up.
gonna say,
why
yeah,
did
you can
not-
use 2
Where's-
upper half.
Crop exists, dog.
So good. I just like the 2 beers in his hand too.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, that's
John
that
also
was the
voted high
Boston.
X flow guy.
That really sealed the Boston sports fan aspect of it for me. The multiple drinks, ready to just
Oh, and
hurl
that'll drop
obscenities
in.
at anyone.
Whoa, surprising.
So no run score? Oh no, run score's on the play.
Man.
Eloy Jimenez wear an undershirt challenge?
No.
Dude,
Not allowed.
I'm a huge let me just pose that in general. I wear undershirts more often than I think the average person. Like
I don't. I wear.
Okay, so I was gonna say, there we are. We're on the other end. We're on
I
the
wear
opposite end of the
button-up
spectrum.
shirts with like one
No.
more button down than
Well,
it probably should.
Okay,
and
like
just no
like a
undershirt.
short sleeve collared shirt you're talking?
Yeah, short sleeve.
That's
short
fine. If it's short sleeve, no undershirt's okay because
No.
it's summer.
Sleeve. Long sleeve needs an undershirt. Short sleeve.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
then
it
we're good. We're
depends.
good.
If it's like a casual button-up long sleeve, I go no
Yeah,
undershirt.
casual button-up.
But if it's like a
When I
nice
think
one,
button-up,
like one
I
you'd
think,
wear with
like,
a suit, then yeah, of course you need an undershirt.
Yeah. No, I'm on the same page there. But the casual button-ups, I think. I've got one.
Adam Engel with the stirrups. You look good, King.
Don't,
got a-
don't.
Dog,
One
we
long
are-
sleeve
we-
button
This
up.
game, we are an hour and a half in, and we just passed the third inning.
Well, Scott, why do you think we're making fun of John Principe's clothing? Okay,
What do
that
you
should show
mean?
you.
Don't,
I'm praising this man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Praising, yeah, I praise borderline have to be put on a registry outfits all the time.
Carson,
good job.
Don't call Adam Engel king in front of me ever again.
Hey, Rudy, would you not agree that when you wear stirrups,
I didn't say
You're
I didn't say he doesn't look good. I said don't call him a king.
I said stirrups king. That's different, right?
No, you said you look good, king.
Okay.
You didn't say-
Well, my apologies, Rudy. My apologies. Guys, do I get? Thank you for the official Diamond Digest linking that John Principe tweets.
Oh, and by the way,
It's a good tweet.
so that Royals Cardinals
absolutely-
game we talked about earlier, they finished it now.
Oh yeah.
I already mentioned that.
The Royals win.
Yeah, they did.
First career save for Dick Lovelady.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
Shout out Dick Lovelady.
I don't think he actually goes by Dick, by the way. But how can you not?
He goes by Dick in my heart.
How can you not say it?
Yeah, it goes by Dick in your heart, Diego. Let that one simmer
That's
for a
not what
bit.
I said. Dick Lovelady's a legend.
He is. He's an OOTP legend. Like OOTP like 19.
He is.
OOTP 19, he goes crazy.
Dude, it's so
OP20
funny. Like,
is not bad.
it's so funny. Just talking about like OOTP because I didn't get into OOTP until quarantine. That was my quarantine. Like during
Same,
lockdown,
same.
I burned through during the like 6-week lockdown in the state of Illinois. I think I played 300 hours of OOTP 21. Like it was
See how many hours I put into this game.
ridiculous. I put in 1,100 on 21, and I've put in like 200 on 22.
Whoa.
I'm a little bit more reserved.
I don't have 22 yet. I was gonna buy it when it was on sale, but I didn't have money at the time to buy it.
So again, my cousin, shout out Drew Gray, 3rd round pick to the Chicago Cubs, was not in 21. So I made sure to buy 22 because now both my cousins are in 22, and I always draft both of them to like develop their
Nice. Man,
So
you come from an athletic family. What happened to you, bud?
What happened to me? I'm 5'8", Diego.
You're still taller than me.
Diego, I got a master's degree instead. So
That's
in my
fair.
in my family, you either are an athlete or you have multiple degrees. There's literally no in between.
That's fair. Aren't you on your way to a master's degree though?
I start in about 3 weeks.
Yeah. You don't have it yet.
No, yeah, all right.
you get it.
Okay.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy.
Hey, Diego is throwing haymakers.
Hey, you know what? Hey, bro, I'm sorry I'm 22 and don't have multiple college degrees. I'm so
That's
sorry.
fair.
Oh.
That's fair.
So
That's fair.
speaking of multiple college degrees,
play.
now that you say that, I need to mention. So I worked at a dermatologist's office this summer, and one of the doctors the other day was telling me about. I had mentioned to her that I'm considering applying to an MD PhD program, and she told me about. She said,
Nice.
so one of my friends from college, from med school, just finished all of their college, schooling and such. So they got an MD PhD, then they got an MBA,
Okay.
then they got a JD.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough. You've done enough. Actually, you know what? Actually, I take that back. Shout out to my mom. My mom has a undergrad, my mom has a JD and an MBA as well.
Shout
So-
out Carson's mom.
Okay.
Shout out Amy Wilder.
Yeah.
My mom has gone
like-
to a lot of college.
Like the MD, PhD, MBA, JD.
That's a lot. That is a lot.
Like you can't possibly get out of school any earlier than age 35 to do all of that.
Which is, you know what? I mean, honestly, dude, Asher Roth said it best. I want to go to college for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
They heard that song once and said, Challenge
That-
accepted.
Yeah. Except they
Alright, so
picked.
I just looked
Except
up,
they picked all the more stressful, like kinds
That is
of
fair,
college.
I just looked up how many hours I put into OOTP, and I want to just hazard a guess.
Is it more than 1,100 like that I put in for 21?
No.
Like, is it no?
Okay.
Okay, I want to know. I didn't know if you're like being like, holy cow! It's like, wait, I'll go 6. You know what? 697.1
Okay.
because I know Steam does that.
2.
This isn't Price is Right, Rudy.
It's gotta be at least
Gotta be. Oh yeah,
Scott-
you're
Scott
right. It
just
might
priced
be.
it right.
He might
Scott
have done
just
3.
priced this right, Rudy, so hard.
Okay.
Rudy, we played OOTP together for more than 2 hours.
Yeah, but it doesn't count for you. It counts for me.
That's true. That's true.
That's actually, I think,
I was-
all the time I have in OOTP 21 is
Really?
for the most part. Yeah. I never
wow.
started.
So
I was playing my Cardinals save where we're actually a competent franchise today. Very fun stuff.
Middle of an A's save right now. I moved them to Boise because they're gonna leave.
Dude, I'm in the thick of a pirate save. You want to talk about teams that have just $0? Oh my God, Ken Griffey Jr. Ken Griffey Jr. is my assistant GM. It's awesome. There's so many vibes. My team finesses 88 wins every year, and I literally just trade for like at the trade deadline. Every year I'm just trading for whoever like has good like they're like whoever's got a good personality type like spark plug. I have like 9. Like it's just all dudes that are like they're here to like every Tony Kemp, Josh Harrison, like every dude of that caliber you can think of, I have every year. Like it's so much fun. It's just a random team.
Kendall Graham and Trade Mariners.
Yeah, like it's like just the most random. I do have Abraham Toro though because he is an OOTP legend.
Yeah.
Anyway, Scott, you want to hazard a guess how much OOTP has played?
787 hours exactly.
I got a real guess. Oh no, never mind. I can't
Okay.
guess it anymore. It was gonna be
Alright.
341. I will say that with
Oh, well,
honesty, it was gonna be 341.
it's 564.
Okay.
564 on the dot.
Nice.
Oh, dang, that
Equivalent
point
to
one,
about-
that extra
about-
6 minutes. If you, Diego, why don't you just run OOTP for like
6
6 minutes so the point 1 looks accurate?
I put in like 3 hours today, so I mean,
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
There you go.
uh,
Yeah.
it's the equivalent to 27 days.
There you go.
Yeah. No. Oh, I
More
will
than
say
27 days.
OOTP. I'm just shouting out everyone that should sponsor us. Costco and OOTP actually should. OOTP 22 is great though. I do like the coaching thing that they changed. So they changed it up where like the personalities of the coaches and like
Yeah, I like
with
it too.
yeah, it's like a lot more because in that way like you can't just hire off reputation to have a good coaching staff. Like I've got dudes that have like average reputations but are like
Oh,
If
so
they're
you
like-
can actually hire a good coach if there's nobody like high
yeah,
end.
yeah. So like I hire guys where it's like their teach infield is legendary. So then you have to have someone that teaches catching, infield, outfield, and pitching
Okay,
or in base
okay.
running. So like you have to build a coaching staff that like balances off of
Yeah,
one
I
another.
Like
So
Because I
I usually go for the easygoing personality, a very very laid back clubhouse.
Okay. Actually, so you know what? We're coming up on the way I buy OOTP at this point is every like September. It goes on sale for the first time for $10 instead of $20. That's when I buy it every year.
Doesn't it
Yeah.
hit half? Doesn't it hit half off halfway through the season?
Yes, but in September it hits
Okay.
75% off. It goes to $10.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said,
Can't wait.
I'm
Can't wait.
I am a criminal offender when it comes to MLB The Show. Of I buy it every year, and I'm probably gonna do the same with
Yeah.
OOTP, just because.
So as soon
I-
as
Yeah,
22,
I do the same thing Rudy said.
as soon as 22 goes on sale for $10, I got it, and then
Because do you want to know? Are you guys ready for this? For the people that still play OOTP 21, the biggest cheese of all time is if you're in a Cardinal save, you can trade Paul DeYoung for Freddie Freeman straight up.
man.
Because Paul DeYoung is like a 3.5 shortstop with a really team-friendly contract, and Freeman's on an expiring deal. You can trade them straight up, and then I usually will flip Goldschmidt for Stanton, and then I trade Stanton in the offseason and sign Mookie Betts, and then so basically I replace Tyler O'Neill, Dexter Fowler, and Paul Goldschmidt with Freddie Freeman, Dylan Carlson, and Mookie Betts. It's absolute scenes every season. It's a guaranteed turbo rebuild that works every time. Like, and Miles Michaelis has you can just dump him You can dump Matt Carpenter. Like it's unreal.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. So I think in OTP 20, when I first had it, I was like, how good can I make the 2016 Cubs, hypothetically, right? Because that was, like, very good team, of course.
Oh, like a historical save?
Yeah. So I did a historical save, went back to 2016. I turned Jason Hayward, Addison Russell, and maybe someone else.
Yeah, I say Addison Russell stinks.
I got rid of those two guys, and I added Stanton and Betts. So I had Anthony Rizzo, Giancarlo Stanton, Mookie Betts, Chris Bryant, all of them. And Anthony Rizzo puts up 11.5 WAR.
On absolute scenes. No. You want to know what's funny about that? So I'm in a Cardinals save.
At
First base, he puts up
like
11.5 WAR. Let me see if I can find it.
Jeez.
I have like 35-year-old Nolan Arenado, but hitting in front of him, I have like peak Dylan Carlson and insanely expensive, just recently traded for, like as of 3 hours ago, Cody Bellinger. So Nolan Arenado picks up like 8 WAR every season because they never pitch around him or anything, and he has like 145 RBI. Because I like they're not. Who are they gonna put in front of me? I like swung a trade for like Bo Bichette, and then oh my god, who did I trade for or signed? I signed a dude from KBO. It's not the first baseman. It's the outfielder from the KBO who's like lighting it up right now. What's his name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, I'm blanking. I feel bad. I'm a casual KBO fan, man. My
favorite thing I've done recently in OTP is I flipped Matt Carpenter for Shohei Ohtani.
Oh.
Are you? What year is this?
Sorry, no. Not Matt Carpenter. You said Matt Carpenter. Matt Chapman.
Oh, okay. I was like, bro.
You said Carpenter, and I was thinking about Carpenter. I flipped him for Ohtani.
Diego, I was like, I'm about to pay you money to teach me your OOTP ways. If you can trade Matt Carpenter for Shohei Ohtani.
I found the picture. So here's Rizzo's stats from that season. Played in every game. Started 161. So 719 plate appearances. Let's see. 44 homers, 130 RBIs, 100 walks. His slash line is 343, 445, 656, 1101 OPS, 195 OPS plus, and 11.4 WAR.
So the Korean guy, the Korean player's name, by the way, it's Jung-Hoo Lee. He played for.
Okay.
He played for Kiwoom.
Yeah. So in that save, my starter with the fewest games started was Contreras at catcher with 138. The rest of my starting lineup played all season pretty much.
Dude, that's the thing.
My worst.
Brief shout out. I have.
My worst starter.
Brief shout out. Like, sorry, Rudy. Go ahead. I'm totally
my
interrupting
worst
you.
starter.
I did twice.
3.5 WAR was the worst player in my starting lineup. And
how many games did you win?
106 was all.
Absurd.
I had
only 100.
No, dude, hold on.
Well, okay, it's a 103 win team in real life.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I had Xander Bogaerts and Kyle Schwarber on my bench.
That's just disgusting. See, that's something I never do in OOTP. I never like juice the bench. I always make it. Actually, you know what, Scott? You said you have 22, right, for OOTP? If you want some cheese to like up your farm system really easily, the Mexican League, after a couple years, will have like a 2.5, like every dude in the Mexican. Oh, all right. I don't want to hear any of that. There's no gatekeeping a video game. Get out of here. You're not. Listen, I see that on Twitter. Get that out of here. There's no gatekeeping a video game. I like the star rating. It's fun. The stars are more fun. All right.
All right.
I still use 2080 grade. I don't use them out of 100. That's heathen energy.
Yeah, that's worse.
I use 2080.
100 is easily worse.
You could change it to be like overall, like you're playing the show where they're like out of 100.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, that's gross. 2080 is the way to go. But because stars are irrelevant in my opinion. I always use 2080 grade. But like I can't name one specific guy. But Scott, yeah, you can just merchant whatever because you'll get like $2 million from your owner in cash to spend. Scoop up like the top 4 picks from the Mexican League. Guarantee you 3 become top like 50 prospects. And then you can just You can just put them in your starting lineup or ship them out for a superstar.
Oh, so let me revise my previous statement, by the way. So here's how that season ended up, that Cubs season. 105 wins, and I lost the NLDS.
Nice.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to critique OOTP right now. I love that game with all my heart. However, it far, far, far too often goes, oh, I'm sorry, you won 103 games. Congrats. You're going to lose a wimp-ass 4-game division series. And it does it so often. And I'm like, that's not how real life works. Like,
It's so hard to win the World Series in OTP.
like how, it's
My
ridiculous.
so my one of the more fun saves I've done, I should say, was I took the 2010 Angels, I think. Right, because you get.
Oh, that's actually I should do
Yeah.
that. That's fun, Rudy. I might post
you
that
get,
idea. That's fun.
like prospect Mike Trout and everything, you know.
Yeah,
Didn't you ruin Mike Trout?
I didn't
might
ruin Mike
change-
Trout,
I might
but he was
change it
by
to
no
20.
means actually the best player on my team when all was said and done. But I had an absurd team. I think I won 3 straight World Series.
No, dude, you want to talk about? Hold on. Let me pull up my Orioles 21 save. That is my ultimate. This save was nuts. I had a dude that broke Sadahara O's
So
record.
we'll take a quick break. We just hit the end of the inning, so we'll take a quick break and then we can keep this discussion going once we get back. So we'll be right back.
Let me.
For the top of the 5th.
Oh shit! I meant to
Okay.
grab napkins or things.
So we are back. It's the top of the 5th.
Leave as soon as we get back on.
Eloy Jimenez did homer, hit a solo
Shit,
shot.
balling.
So we got
And we're back.
We got 8-3 now. So I found the I've gone back and I found this Angels save. So let's see. Let's go to.
That's a great idea. The only historical save I've ever done is I did a 2001 Cardinal save. Bless you, Scott. Bless you again.
There we go.
Bless you a third time, just in case.
So 2014. This is probably the best roster I had. I won 118 games.
Goodness gracious.
So I had
How many?
118.
Jesus Christ.
I had, let's see, 45.9 batting WAR and 29.5 pitching WAR on the whole season.
Yeah, that's like that. Yeah, that's okay. Also, welcome back to Wing Digest. You guys can watch me eat dinner
So
now.
my team
Yeah, croissant.
my team ERA was 3.13. And
Oh yeah, these are still warm.
so my starting rotation: Justin Verlander, Felix Hernandez,
Win.
Matt Harvey, Irvin Santana, and then I don't know, kind of a rotating. I had Corey Kluber too, but he only threw like 100 innings. So my fifth starter was a little more dynamic. But
would it be a Corey Kluber season if he didn't get hurt? Oh wow, it is pouring at Wrigley.
Yeah.
Oh, is it really?
But that was the other fun thing about picking up a save with the Angels at that time was they had Jordan Walden, who is just a god in OOTP 21. Like, I don't know why, I don't know how, but he played for me for 6 years and like ERA under 3 every year
Weird.
as a reliever.
Well, you know what?
I also
Sorry.
had Craig Kimbrell closing games.
Nice.
Let's see, and then my starting lineup. First of all, I don't remember how it was. I think it was in the draft that I got Joey Gallo, and he was like actually a pretty well developed player at that point. Like, I don't know why, but I already had him DHing for me in 2013.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was my DH in 2015 and put up 2.5 WAR. And then I had Nolan Arenado, Zach Cozart, who put up 5.5 WAR, Freddie Freeman at first base, who put up 5.2 WAR. Cesar Hernandez playing second base, 3.7 WAR. 8.5 WAR Jason Hayward in left field.
Ridiculous. Well, yeah, because he's in left. That's absurd.
4.8 WAR Yasiel Puig in right field. And, of course, 8.5 WAR Mike Trout in center field.
That's the thing that, like, historical
Man.
saves. The only thing I think that, like, can hamper the legitimacy of a historical save is, like,
you can just
when I did, like I
target
said,
whoever. Yeah.
well, you can target whoever, but also, like, the point being is, like, I did a 2001 save, right? You can target, like, Alfonso Soriano in, like, a 2001 save. Like, all these dudes that, like, were close to blowing up, you know when they were close to blowing up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so does OOTP. So you can get them for cheap. And there's such little risk. Like, I traded, like, you can trade for, like, guys that you know.
It'll pan out.
Exactly. And, like, sometimes they don't, obviously, because it's
As
OOTP.
always.
Right, but more often than not in historical saves, I feel like they do, and it allows you to just have just ungodly teams, as Rudy is currently proving.
Yeah. Let's see
Rudy's
what else.
goes hard.
Oh, I had catcher Josh Donaldson for a while.
Nice. Did you move to third?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to remember because when you go back that far, Josh Donaldson is still a catcher prospect.
Right.
But no, he
I
never
apologize if there are any
panned out.
non-meat eaters on stream watching me just absolutely demolish these wings, but they're really good, and I apologize.
I'm ordering wings now because of you, Carson. I'm just going to let you know
Good,
that.
as you should. Hey, listen. DP Dough, it's a nice little college chain restaurant. It's right across the street from my apartment. They make a damn good thing of wings. It's very good.
All right.
Very tasty.
What's sauce you got on those wings, Carson? I want you to answer immediately. Just kidding, don't.
Buffalo. Gotta go classic. I like a little bit of heat. I like a nice little medium amount of heat because I enjoy. I think any good place that makes wings, they have a responsibility to make a good ranch, a good house ranch. And so I like putting them up to the challenge like that. So I typically get something that's at the very least on the medium scale of spice, typically a little bit more spicy to ensure that I like have to see what their ranch or
about
situation. Yeah, because I feel like wing sauces, I think, is pretty easily, it's always good. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but I think it always is. Like wing sauce is like it
more or less, yeah.
Yeah, I think that a house-made ranch can really make or break a wing place. I don't know about Rudy or Scott. I don't know how flushed out their wing opinions are, but
Oh no, I love me some good wings.
Yeah,
How do you guys feel about boneless wings?
I'm fine with them.
they're delicious.
Yeah.
People listen, I like a good bone in, but
Boneless also
boneless is
good.
also delicious. Yeah. Like when I go grocery shopping, right? I typically will get a real thing of boneless wings because I'll have I can order a sauce online, and if I'm in a pinch, I can air fry them, and it's pretty good.
Shout out air fryers, man.
Absolutely, shout out air fryers. That was my
technology.
I'm glad we took a little inning break so I grabbed some napkins because I didn't want to have these orange.
You grabbed them when we came back on stream.
Yeah.
Because I forgot for some reason OOTP 21 took forever to load. I thought I had enough time and I did not. Also, paying in chat, I'm flexing wings midstream. I was cheersing Diego, obviously. Diego and I were doing a little food stuff there. Yeah.
I just keep croissants like in my room. I don't know why, but like I have a couch like right behind me in my room and just have croissants on it for some reason.
One more.
Rest in peace.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I would say rest in peace. My old room setup, the old stream, the original. No, not the original, but the first like long-term streaming setup I had for our Diamond Digest watch parties. Man, had the futon in my room. It was dope.
I just got a couch straight up, just sitting here stuff on it right now, but yeah, it's a nice little setup. I like it. Also, just so when I'm in this room, I used to have a different room. My old streaming setup, I used to have my tapestry behind me. It's just a math tapestry. I'm sure some people never.
I do recall. Yeah. I do recall.
It's right here now on my wall, but it's not my background anymore. Just because of my room setup, because I moved rooms in my apartment. Because one of my roommates moved out, so I moved into this room, which is the master. And so now it's just a different setup. I got a couch here now, and I'm just chilling. But I originally bought this. It's just a framed picture of Ken Griffey Jr. with a little baseball card on at a garage sale from this guy, and it was like $10. And I'm like, hey, I want to buy this. He's like, I don't know. I'm kind of like hoping it goes to someone who'd really appreciate it. So we sat and talked baseball for 20 minutes, and then he sold it to me. And I'm like,
that is big. That is big, like Monty Python. Like, solve me ye riddles 3.
Yeah. So he was telling me stories about his like grandfather playing with like Babe Ruth and stuff.
Holy, wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, man, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
What a way to humble flex that, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I give it to someone who cares. By the way, my grandfather played with Babe Ruth.
He's really cool to talk to. He's a cool guy. He's an old guy, but like, yeah, that's crazy. And to think like, he's like, yeah, I want to get someone who appreciates baseball, and I'm just like, it's
tatted on.
Yeah.
I think that's
like,
very
is this
legit.
not enough for you?
I was gonna say, Diego, of the 4 of us hosting this stream right now, I think on eye test you would pass more. You'd be easily the first person. You'd be like, "Excuse me, it's on the arm." Like, do you think I'm a casual?
I was wearing a Mariners jersey at the time too.
That's
I was wearing a Mariners
Come on
jersey.
now.
And he's like, I don't know. I think it's because I was young. He like didn't think I'd appreciate it. So we sat there and talked.
Oh, he tried to old head you. I see.
Yeah. But no, sold it to me. So
no,
I have it sitting. It's in my bathroom now.
You mentioned wearing a Mariners jersey. I recently from a friend. He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get rid of my like Vlad jersey," and I was like, "Oh, I'll definitely take that off your hands." And I don't know. It's the first time in my life that I've owned a jersey and worn like out in public the jersey of the team I don't primarily root for.
Oh, I have. See, for
And it's
a while,
weird. It's a weird experience for me.
I
I was
haven't.
very much that way for a long time.
I own a
wore
few,
them.
but I haven't really worn them out yet. I guess now that I think about it.
Yeah,
I wear
well,
them
that's
out.
the thing. It's like it's.
Well,
it's,
no, that's a lie. I went to.
It's interleague, you know, like it's American league, so I don't feel as bad about it. But there's always that thing about it where it's like, still feel like I'm letting down the brand.
Yeah.
you know?
My
that's
favorite non-Giants jersey, I think that I own is my Rockies jersey. It's
Okay.
Purple Colorado. 'Cause
Yeah.
Oh, that's totally
Clean.
fair. Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I
yeah,
have
that's
I have a Griffey Mariners jersey, and I wore that to a game once. But that's the only time I think I've gone to a game.
See, I've got the blue Vlad jersey, which like
But I've also
it's
got it's funny actually. So the game I was talking about that I was at on Thursday night ended up being Bulls night at Guaranteed Rate Field. And so they had I
Shout out.
tweeted because they had the 6 NBA title trophies from the 90s. And my dad's like, "Yeah, those won't be at Wrigley anytime soon." But
Fair.
yeah, so that's the only time I would have considered wearing somewhere. I bought at a thrift store in Atlanta the 80s throwback White Sox jerseys that have the red and navy, horizontal stripes and they say Sox. That jersey for Michael Jordan.
the Tony
45.
the Tony La Russa, the Tony La Russa Sox jersey.
Yeah. But I bought that jersey and it has Jordan 45 on the back. That's the only. If I had known it was Bulls night, that would have been the only occasion I would have considered wearing that jersey out. Because
That's fair.
it's kind of perfect for that occasion.
Mm-hmm.
But I was lucky to find it in Atlanta because that would probably be like $200 at a thrift store in Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Man, I've got some. It was for a while. I was very much like, I don't want to wear any non-Giants jersey, and then I'm like,
Oh my
it
goodness.
doesn't matter. A lot of teams have a lot of sick jerseys, so I just
See,
own a
I
bunch.
have so many jerseys that aren't.
That was
Yeah.
me, Diego. That was me until literally I wore it like 3 weeks ago, the Vlad jersey, and I think the realization I had of like the reason I'm willing to exclude it is like if they're truly like players I just love to watch. I love
love baseball,
watching.
man.
Well, yeah, but for me it was like I can excuse this of like I'd get like a Trent Griffin jersey, I'd get a Ken Griffey Jr. jersey. Like if it's a team that I'd never buy a Cubs jersey. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's if I really love the player and there's no genuine reason for me to like not own it, I'm gonna. I think it's. Yeah.
I've said this many times. There's one Dodgers jersey that because I want jerseys from every team. And that's my goal. Jerseys and hats from every team. And there's only
Okay.
one Dodgers jersey I'm willing to own that I want to own.
oh, I need to guess. Hold on, I gotta.
It shouldn't be hard.
It shouldn't be difficult.
No.
Fernando Valenzuela.
No. That's also a good second
Oh,
option.
good
I was gonna
Good
say
pull.
that would have been my guess. I'm like, that's
It's
good.
Adrian Gonzalez.
Oh, clearly, yeah, that's it.
Oh, all right. So we just named the two. Okay, yeah.
Is that
not
was-
Adrian Gonzalez either.
No, okay, that's what I thought.
Not.
I'm going out on a limb. It's not Max Muncy.
No.
David Freese Dodgers jersey.
No, you
No.
disgust me.
No.
Rudy Weep. It's literally like the best World Series moment of like maybe our lifetime.
A better one quite literally
I'll give him
happened
credit.
5 years
Thank you.
later.
Oh, that's not a L.A. though. That's Brooklyn.
I
That's
never
different.
said LA. I just said Dodgers.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's a
Oh,
technicality.
Jackie
Get me on.
Robinson.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
that makes
42. It's a
sense.
Jackie Robinson. That's the only Dodgers jersey I'll ever own. Maybe even Fernando Valenzuela, actually. That's my.
I
my
definitely just veer wrong, but also I clicked it and it didn't even give me the right answer. So, cool.
I missed the last inning.
Scott, what about you? Do you own any non-Detroit Tigers jerseys? And
Well,
if you
he's
were
been
to
on here multiple times with the Padres
ton.
Johnny Manziel jersey.
no, that doesn't count. That's Johnny
Why
Manziel
not?
Padres because that's not an active like major league player. Like that's a meme jersey.
Well,
that's
none of the ones I have from other teams are active.
No, I
A
want
lot
to say
of mine
active.
just don't
I mean
have
like
players on.
real. I mean like real jerseys. Like the Jordan 45. Like it counts because he played for the Sox. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, like, yeah, I have a lot of jerseys that aren't Detroit ones.
What's
Quite
the
a lot.
favorite? What's the favorite? Johnny Manziel Padres excluding, obviously.
Wait, Diego and Carson. I'm actually
I mean-
blown that you got that trivia wrong.
Rudy, I know. I was dumb. I completely forgot about the person involved. It was silly of me.
It's like
I'm real honest. I didn't read the question.
Like it's quite literally tonight's starting pitcher for the White Sox.
I'll be honest. I didn't read the question.
Well, it's also like a player in their White Sox starting lineup and a current Angel as well also happened. That's why I'm, shooting myself in the foot.
But anyway, I think we've cut Scott off about 5 times now.
Anymore.
Yeah, I apologize, Scott.
No, it's fine. I mean, like, I think my favorite jersey I own is, so Jaromir Jagr.
Oh,
great. Hey, that's a great.
Okay, so played in the NHL till he was almost 50, right?
What a Panthers legend, Jaromir Jagr.
So he, in his prime, he was with the Penguins, but played for like a million different teams because he played until he was almost 50. He, after he retired from the NHL at literally 48 years old, he went back to his home country, which was somewhere Russia-ish, and purchased a team in one of the leagues that is over there, one of the hockey leagues over there, and he is the owner, GM, head coach, and first line center.
That's awesome. That is sick.
It's
Incredible
the Ice
stuff.
Warriors, and the logo goes hard, and the jersey is hard, and I wear it probably once a week, and it's probably fun. My favorite jersey I own is a Ice Warriors Jagr jersey.
that is an ignorant flex.
And he's number 69, 68, I think. So
I just want to say for a second, that's an ignorant flex. Going to the United States, playing for 25 years, making enough money to buy a team so you can come back and do literally everything for them in your retirement from the NHL.
Electric.
It's an ignorant
Absolutely
level flex.
electric. You love to see that, honestly. Man, that's so great.
Any other?
yeah, dude,
Big fan of
sick. I was sitting and I ordered it off of some website that was 100% Russian.
Nice.
And I didn't understand a single word, and the translate page button didn't work. And at one spot, it said there was slots to put in a card number, so I just did it, and I was like, all right, well, I'm probably getting scammed. There's no way it's real.
Really funny that I praised Scott earlier for his ability to not give away personal information, and yet here we are.
And I was probably 19,
True.
and
Nice.
I was like, in hindsight, I wouldn't do it, but I have the jersey, and they only charged me once, so it was it ended up working out. But if I was in the same situation today, there's no way I would do what I did. But I just literally just put all the info in there. Where I thought it asked for name and stuff, I did, but it was guesses.
Oh, man,
I
that's so
could
funny.
never call service and ask for some sort of translation because the time change difference never made sense. So I stared at this thing for 3 days, and then I was just screw it. So we did it, and then I got charged 150 US. And that's the other thing; it wasn't in USD, so I didn't even know how much I was going to get charged. It could have been a $600 jersey for all I know, but I was like, screw
You
it.
could have just done that, real quick, Google it.
I get, but I didn't know. There wasn't
You didn't
a
care.
logo or anything. I didn't. It just had a number, and I was like, I don't know what this means.
That's absurd. That's absurd you did this. I mean, I respect that
And
you
so
did
I
I
was
this.
like,
respect
okay.
it
No,
so much.
So I just said, screw it, we ball. And I went to I took out like I said, $120, $150, and I was like, all right, like that's about what I was like expecting to pay, I guess. Like, sure.
Lord.
And then like 2 months went by and I didn't get it, and I was like, oh, I got scammed. And then about 2 weeks after I pretty much had given up, and it had been literally 2 months since I gotten it, it came in the mail.
Nice.
It took almost 3 months to get.
Nice.
And all of that beforehand, and it worked. And like I said, they only charged me once, and it wasn't $1 million. And so yeah, it's
Scott, I do want to ask. Sorry, just going back to the other talking about our like setups and stuff. There is a fireplace behind you, correct? Like I'm not.
Yes.
Nice.
My best jersey purchase probably is the Michael Jordan jersey, but one of my better purchases. There was a while where I was buying or looking for jerseys on eBay, and I bought several. And probably my best one.
I remember every time you would throw something in banter, you're like, should I buy this? And everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah,
Like, okay.
So I did. And most of them were like
That
pretty
was
good
how it
deals.
went.
I got a Road Twins Joe Mauer jersey for $11.
So
Not bad. Not bad.
I was like, Joe Mauer is notable enough. $11, great deal. I did.
I got I thrifted one time. I thrifted for $10.
Oh my god.
$10
Sorry, go ahead,
total.
Scott.
I got a Yao Ming All-Star Game jersey.
Nice.
And now I was 16 at the time and didn't realize he was a horrible person, and I don't own the jersey. But for like $11 total, I got a Yao Ming and Jason Kidd, like both in the same thing.
Nice.
Which at the time I was pumped about, but then I was like, all right. Like 2 years before I even graduated high school.
Both of them.
Dude, no, you're talking about thrifting. I'm livid because at the local Iowa City thrift store, there was a mesh V-neck pullover 80s Cardinals, like red V-neck, like ST, like Ozzie Smith era. We're talking.
Right.
And it was like an extra small, and I just couldn't swing it. Like
Yeah.
I'm just like the one time in my life, me being 5'8" would have actually helped me out. Like the one time, just too wide for it, man.
Yeah.
I was like,
No,
it was
that's the one thing.
It was killer to look at that and let that go. Like to let that go. Oh, it
You
pained
should
me.
have bought it anyway.
I couldn't wear it, dude. Like that's the
Put
problem.
it up. Hang it up, dude.
Yeah, hang it up.
Ugh.
That's
bummer.
That's my one thing with the Michael Jordan jersey, and I almost didn't buy it because it's a size large, and I was popping out of it just a little bit. I still do.
Hey, Rudy. You just. Oh, you're popping out of it. You're too wham.
Oh yeah.
For the size
Oh, I got the
Respect.
swimmer shoulders for life, dude. I can't.
That's my problem with extra small. That's my problem. I mean, even like shirts like this, man. Like I'm definitely large when it comes to shirts.
No, large is
I'm like
the
an
smallest I can
XM.
go.
Mediums usually do me all right, but sometimes their shoulders are too narrow.
Yeah, so that's the only thing is I'm popping out of it a little bit in the shoulders.
This is just all of us. We all just took a nice little quick turn to flex our physiques real quick. We were like, yeah, some just don't fit me because I'm just jacked,
Literally just you and Rudy, but okay.
Yeah.
No. All right, we went to the Dan Ugla school of wearing
People
jerseys.
don't fit my jerseys. I don't fit into jerseys because I am tall.
Yeah.
Okay, Scott.
I am fat, so
I am fat and tall. So
Welcome to Therapy Digest.
the therapy is dope.
Shout out, not sponsored but should be. Shout out Therapy, man.
I mean, if anyone wants to sponsor us out there,
There's no
should we run like
way.
a practice or something?
Sorry, there's no way Ronaldo Lopez has a 180 ERA on the season. That's just fake.
No, yeah, it's definitely fake.
Ray Low.
Like he allowed
back
like
to our,
2
Back
runs.
to our Tony La Russa
Oh, no.
1,000-yard stare content.
He allowed a run to the Royals the other day.
What's he chewing on? Are you chewing on your own teeth?
What now?
Diego's behind us. Diego, it looks like he's chewing on his own teeth.
I'm behind too. I don't
Wait
know what
till-
that looks like. Like I have no clue what that would look like.
I'll be honest, I had the game not up because I'm ordering wings.
he's got man on coke symptoms. Like they're like chewing. No, that's legit, man. If you're chewing on nothing, like that is That is
No, I get it. I get it. I
He
get
does
what
look
you're saying.
just-
I get what you're saying. 100%.
Man, I need to-
like right like
I need to
That's
go
not-
back now and watch the video of Scott talking about how it's a gift that Tony La Russa is still the White Sox manager.
no, dude.
Oh,
That
that's
clip,
such an
that
all-timer.
Clip, that clip makes
So
me
good.
cry. That clip is so good. Just because, oh man, oh lordy.
So good.
Scott, I'm gonna
I
make
ca-
you. What
I
I'm gonna do is Scott.
ca-
Scott, what I'm gonna do is when it comes to like after the World Series and stuff, we'll just have like a watch party for
Yeah.
actual Christmas.
I come.
I'll just mail you an actual gift for you to open. That's just a PDF of Tony La Russa's contract,
I-
like in full.
I
So you can just actually experience opening that and know that he's still the Sox man.
The one that
man.
gets me every time is I come out into my living room and the Christmas tree is still there and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
wow, that's weird. It's May.
So good.
Was that the first Wait, that was me, right?
That
Was
might
that the
have
first
been that might have
podcast
been
I ever
your
did?
first, Carson. Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it might
I
be
think it was my
yours.
that was an electric broadcast. Like I remember getting off that and being like, "Oh my god, if every broadcast like that is like that one, then we're going to the moon in like 2 months."
Diamond Digest, the Moon IMO.
Look, we're going places, all right? I'm telling you.
We are going places.
We are going places. Hopefully to a Toledo Mudhens game soon, but Rudy is just too busy for us.
We'll force
You know,
Rudy to go.
He just doesn't actually care. It's fine, you know.
We'll find a way to make Rudy go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just drive.
Rudy, who do I have to
What's that?
bribe?
Bro.
Just coerce.
I love how the dude that's batting right now for the Cubs, they pull up his stats. They're like, oh, everybody else has like, their season stats or whatever, and then this guy's just
Career stats,
2
yeah.
for 7.
We got called up. He got called up like, it's a couple days ago.
I know, it's just funny.
His first RBI was in this game.
He's got some Matt Holliday forearms. I'll give him that though. Definitely went to the Matt Holliday school of how to have enormous forearms.
That is a school apparently that you could be at.
Yeah, it is. Shout out Matt Holliday actually. He's done like a couple
Hopefully he'd go to the
YouTube.
school of scoring runs without touching home plate, because that would really help the Cubs right now.
Yeah. That's isn't Alec Boehm the lead teacher there? Scoring runs
think-
without touching.
I
the
mean,
plate?
Holliday is
Wow,
probably,
Andrew
like, the
Vaughn.
principal,
Hey, it
so.
can't be negative .7 after the night. That's all I'll say. It's a nice play.
That's a good one.
Sunday night colorized.
Rudy, man.
Peyton, with all due disrespect, if you're gonna listen, Peyton, if you're gonna claim that any one of the people on this broadcast is Brett Gardner, I will not stand for that. All right, Diego, Scott, and Rudy deserve much better than any sort of comparison to Brett Gardner. All right, I will not. I simply will not stand for that. I simply will not. Okay.
Not allowed.
No, it's not allowed. Like, that's terrible. Like, there's just a list of MLB players no one should ever wish or want to be compared to. And Brett
Brett
Gardner
Gardner's
is
number one.
number one easily. I've mentioned this like 2 times on broadcast, but it's still so funny that Brett Gardner just unprovoked came out during a press conference like, yeah, I'd never do steroids because I want kids to look up to me. Bro, like, first of all, you're the height of a 12-year-old. Like, no, like...
No kid's looking up to you physically.
No kid. At best your eye level with like someone that you would want to do right. Like get that out of here. Oh,
It's funny 'cause it's true.
Makes me sick. Brett Gardner makes me sick. I said earlier, for those of you that aren't employees of our company, we were talking about players that I like. I was saying that I truly don't dislike a lot of players.
Are they really even employees? We're just kind of here.
Hey, we're all just kind of vibing. But
Yeah.
I said that there are a couple people on that list, and I forgot to include Brett Gardner. But like I'd round out my top 3 as Votto, Carpenter, Gardner.
Well, so it's funny, right? Because Peyton sent us this "Would you rather" thing today that he wants to use for a potential, some potential DD happenings in the future. Be on the lookout for those. But
that's a great image. Diego and I are in the middle. Sorry.
But,
Continue. I apologize.
yeah,
True.
so one of the questions was like, would you rather spend every moment of your life with your like least favorite athlete or baseball player, or only spend a minute a week with your family? And I was like, man, I want to see my family. I would definitely spend time with that baseball player. And then I was like, I would not want to spend a second with Ryan Braun.
Well, okay, so here's the
Yeah.
thing. Here's the thing, Rudy, and here's the reason why I would choose a minute a week with my family is my least favorite athletes are like criminals. Like
Yeah.
my least favorite baseball player is Trevor Bauer. So unless I have the opportunity
Fair.
to like whoop his
Yeah.
ass, I'm choosing.
You'd
a
have the
minute a week with my
opportunity.
family.
You'd probably like lose though, just because he is a major league player.
Maybe I'll get him from behind. I'll Tanya Harding him. All right.
Fair.
All right, let's steer away
Allegedly.
a little bit.
I'm sorry.
Let's steer away a little bit.
I apologize.
Why
to
is
Tanya-
ordering
No,
wings
actually,
so
I'm sorry.
hard?
I'd like to apologize to Tanya Harding. I'd allegedly Tanya Harding him. That was
Allegedly.
Old Navy
I-
has a sale
would-
today.
Allegedly. Hey, Old Navy, great brand.
Love Old Navy.
Why aren't we sponsored by them as well? Old Navy, Gap, and Banana Republic.
Do you want to be
Wait.
the one that reaches out to all of
To
these
reach
companies
out?
and say, "Hey,
Give-
sponsor
give-
us"?
Rudy, I was about to say give me the login for the Diamond Digest Twitter, but I know that unilaterally no one would want that, probably including myself.
Well, you don't-
so let's not.
You don't
don't need
need
the
the
Twitter, you just
login
need
for
the
that
email.
Twitter to do it. Yeah.
You just need the email or your own email. Yeah, I'm on behalf of Diamond Digest.
On
Thank you.
behalf of Diamond Digest, I wear your clothes a lot, and I will wear them on screen every time. I would totally do that if that's what they wanted us to do. Like, please, Banana Republic, you make great business casual clothes. Fit us up. Like, come on now. I think we'd look great. All right.
As we actively have like our own like merch and stuff.
No, I mean, yeah, well, collab. I heard collab. I heard.
The
I heard
Diamond
collab.
Digest.
Diamond Digest X Gap. Come on, if Kanye can do it, so can we. All right, that's. Come on.
Wow.
We are Kanye.
Kanye can't even drop an album.
Oh, Scott, don't get me started, man. I already lost a bet over this. I have to buy my friend lunch because he didn't drop on Friday. I'm livid.
Did you guys see the tweet that was like, "Man, he should have called it Don't Day, because where the hell is the album at?"
Yeah, no, it's. I mean, here's the thing. It's gonna be a banger, but it's got to come out. We're watching two Chicago sports teams. Come on, Kanye West, Chicago legend. Please, 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 dear God. All right,
Fair.
come on,
Come on, man.
come on, come on, man, come on.
Come on.
I had to deal with you going through your whole terrible political phase. Please, please, just drop the album.
You know the worst part about that?
That-
He got over 1% of the vote in Idaho.
Oh, that's sick.
It's awful.
It's sick because of the end result.
Yes. If
That's fair.
It wouldn't
If-
be sick if other things happened.
if-
Hey, are
if-
we breaking?
Yeah.
I believe we are.
End of the
I was gonna say,
sixth,
I'm
so
doing
we'll
this-
go for
I'm
another
doing
break.
this.
We will be right back. Okay.
You're right.
We're back.
And then he didn't tell me when he was in Boise. I was kind of salty about it. I won't lie to you.
All right, Carson, I don't think you actually got your White Sox Twitter thing off your chest like you said you were going to. And Eloy Jimenez being 3 for 3 just reminded me of that.
Oh, so my White Sox Twitter thing is for the official White Sox Twitter account seems to think that the most mildest of hamstring strains means that their player has literally died on that field, and that they're somehow deserving of like the Bronze Star, the Purple Heart, and like Joe Biden to deliver the eulogy.
It's
Dog,
it's true.
on opening day when they like held Eloy's jersey on.
Oh my god, that was
wild.
ridiculous.
So dramatic, dude, for no reason.
Yeah. Absurd.
Not.
Poor guy who, by the way, is back in August. Like if he'd been actually out for the year,
Yeah.
like you could be like, we're gonna do this for Eloy. Like sure, if he was actually out for the year, but he's not.
So
Man, even if he was, dog, like, what are we doing? Like,
yeah.
he'll be back
for
in
sure.
9 months after you get swept in the DS. Who cares, dog? Like,
Hey,
oh,
Scott, they're gonna lose a respectable 4-game series to Houston. Okay, I resent the implication they're gonna get one game where like
Oh man, dude.
Christian Javier starts.
Can
for
I
them
just
for the
say
Astros.
I cannot wait to see Horwath in shambles when the White Sox lose a DS to Houston.
All right, you know
Oh,
what?
man.
Listen, I don't want to start start anything. Actually, you know what? F it. Maybe I do. What's his deal, man? Like,
I don't think anyone knows.
just shambolic takes left and right, and like I get it. It's fun to like dunk on me because I'm a Cardinals fan, and like
True.
you know, like
You know
sure,
the
like
best part about dunking on you is how doing that? It's like this. He wasn't even
Anyway.
talking at that time.
I was literally pausing. I was like listening.
I know,
I was
I
listening
know.
to you.
Anyway, go on.
I also have the
Oh,
power.
I didn't do it that time.
Yeah, no, I was gonna wait. He's
Okay,
a
there we go,
little,
we're
a
back.
little anonymous is a little gremlin man who needs to watch their mouth. Anonymous is a fan of a franchise that up until this season has literally never made the playoffs in back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, the
So they
first
can
time they ever
frankly
will have
sit
done
down
it
and
is because
shove
of a
it.
Mickey Mouse playoff appearance in 2020.
Yeah, so
even
frankly,
even
they
with
can
normal
shove it.
playoff rules, even with the normal playoff rules in the shortened season, the White Sox missed the playoffs last year. By the way.
Yeah. So anonymous, not the anonymous
So,
person in chat.
I don't count it.
Anonymous.
I don't count it.
Yeah.
Hey, like everything you said, hypothetically, doesn't not apply to the anonymous
That-
person in chat.
That's also fair. 2019 also a Mickey Mouse season.
Yeah,
F
they
it.
were Peyton. They were the
On-
7th seed, so they miss out.
Honestly, you know what? I'll say it. Any year a team I don't like wins the World Series doesn't count. So, as far as I'm concerned, no one has won the World Series since
The
2015. That's the last
Nice.
time someone has won the World Series.
Oh man, that's cool.
Yeah, that just eliminates a lot of, Rob Manfred's existence.
Rob Manfred is, gosh, I hate Rob Manfred.
Dude, it's fine. Theo Epstein is going to be the next commissioner of baseball in the next 3 years. It's totally fine.
Probably true.
Like, there's a reason he didn't get a job with another team, and he took a BS consulting collect a paycheck job.
Yeah.
True.
So I was getting another dollop of just ranch there, and for our non-Midwestern people, I just couldn't do that on camera in good conscience because I know I knew they wouldn't get it.
You just drinking the ranch, bud?
Am I what
What?
now? I'm not
You just
drinking
drinking
it.
the ranch, bud.
A little bit,
Drinking the ranch, bud?
No,
So,
I apologize from earlier. I've had a few ginger ales, as Scott likes to call them, but that anonymous person is really on everybody, especially me. And it's like, I don't know you like that. Like if Scott or Diego or Rudy tries to come at me in our chat, I'm like, it's fair, because we're hanging out, we chat. it's like I've met you guys, but when someone does it, I've like never like heard their voice. I'm always like, what are we doing here?
True. That's fair.
Rafael Ortega, a solid 2 for 3 today. I already complimented him earlier. He's a good ball player.
So and then this guy on the mound right now, Manny Rodriguez. I don't know if you guys have seen. He's popped on Pitching Ninja a couple times now because he's got.
Also, wings have been ordered. Also, just
Dub.
throwing that out there.
Nice, Diego. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I might walk over because I live across the street from the wings place. I might call in and get another order. They're that good, man. Like, I'm not going anywhere tonight, man. I got work tomorrow morning. Like, who cares?
I respect it. Anyway, Rudy, you were saying.
I don't remember. I
Nice.
lost it.
I've had enough ginger ales, or I'm ready for more wings. I mean, I could make like a panini or something, but you know.
Why do that when you can get more wings? Hey.
Oh my God, is a Lil Nas X joining the stream?
There you go. Well, it's trying to keep me dreamy. It's a dreamy.
Keep going. Spin,
Yeah,
man.
Scott. Honestly, man, hey, keep going, dude. Like,
Just start spitting.
Yeah.
what's it gonna take? I'll do it. Let's do like a let's do like a charity DD stream where we just do karaoke.
What's your karaoke song?
A good karaoke song.
What's your karaoke song?
Ooh,
I think everyone needs a karaoke song.
Tequila.
Okay. All right. You know.
Diego, here's why. So I don't have pipes. All right. So my thought process is, what's a song that everyone knows the words to, that you can just do a shot of tequila. You can just do a shot of tequila while everyone. You just hold the mic towards everyone, and when everyone says tequila, I just take a shot, and everyone is like, "Nice, great."
Don't stop
karaoke.
believing.
That's a good one.
Great call. Oh, Detroit reference. That's why.
So that's like the big thing here. They play that at every sporting event, all four
Yeah.
teams at least once a game, and then when that part comes,
really?
everybody in the stadium goes South Detroit, which also doesn't exist. But anyway, that's like the cool part. Is
They
yeah,
do it in
You
San
do-
Francisco too. Just
go to
because-
karaoke and then you do the born and raised in.
No,
South
Diego,
Detroit.
if I
South Detroit,
were to-
literally a made-up place that doesn't exist.
If I were to name a song I'd actually do karaoke to, I'd probably do like Space Jam.
Okay.
Can't go
Okay.
wrong with Space Jam. This is my problem. Is like I wish I could do like More Than a Woman by the Bee Gees, but like I just don't have Barry Gibb's vocal
No,
range.
who does?
So,
To be fair.
I
no,
don't think
yeah,
anyone does.
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, shout out Barry Gibb. All right, not sponsored.
All right, so we've
Go
got
listen to the Bee Gees.
we've got a poll live now for the wing race. By the way,
The wing race.
Ooh,
Have been ordered.
this is good. This is good because there's just no knowledge, like no baseball knowledge required. This is
Oh,
great.
you missed the pizza race one. That was a.
Ooh, I see Peyton
Scott was
and I-
on that one.
Peyton and I are in agreement with when they will arrive.
The pizza one with driver Ryan.
Yeah, I think Will was on that stream actually. I think
Will Arvin?
was the third.
It was
Yeah.
Will Arvin. It was the
Shout
last.
out,
he did,
hey,
I think.
shout out Will Arvin,
Yeah.
my fellow Nolan Arenado stan. We just text each other every time he does something with "Still can't believe he plays for us for free" or just something along those
The
lines.
pizza race was electric. Man.
oh wow,
we
you
had
guys
that
are
clip.
you guys are not confident about the. Well, I should say you are confident in the pace of this game.
Oh, Scott, I see.
Here's
just
the
missed
thing.
it.
I have an order time for my wings.
Oh, and it's
That's fair,
it's
yeah.
long.
So, it's not short.
Wings do be like that.
But
I know
also-
my brother wanted wings last night, and I was like, I'm
I
hungry
was gonna say,
now,
I already.
and wings are gonna take like an hour.
I was gonna say I already at the beginning of our stream, you also lovely watched me walking back from picking them up. I don't know if you guys want to watch me order them over the phone again.
Wide Carson.
That was a great pick, man. I
We'll tweet it out. Also-
we don't have to.
I didn't get a retweet from Diamond Digest on my tweet earlier about the Giants winning 4 consecutive series.
Oh no.
Yeah, I've
That's
actually.
where
I think I've gotten. I've gotten a
Said
retweet
about-
one time from Diamond Digest. It's when my first article came out and I tweeted about it before Diamond Digest had a chance to, so they retweeted it.
Oh.
I'm out.
Oh.
Scott, I'm ahead of everyone. Come on, man. You watch my face.
Oh. Oh.
Oh man, that ball is smoked.
It was smoked. I will give
Oh
them
wow.
that. It was
am
mesquite.
I, am I the
barbecue.
furthest behind now?
Oh my God! Wait, are they showing the brawl? No, no way.
Yeah, they are.
Let's
They're showing
The
Oh.
04 brawl? Or
Oh,
the
no,
Oh,
06.
sick.
Oh yeah.
I'll say this too. Sorry, this is another player, by the way, one of my most disliked athletes of all time, AJ Przinsky.
Oh, same,
absolute
brother.
bum.
Same.
AJ Przinsky is certified
That's
bum.
that.
He
So he's the
stinks.
guy I don't understand because I think White Sox fans all think he's like a great dude. Nobody outside of their fan base likes him.
He played for the Cardinals for a year, and when the Cardinals signed
There's
him,
some Giants
you're
owners that like him.
kidding me. AJ Przinsky
He is
stinks.
Growing up, he was, yeah, like he will forever be one of my least favorite baseball players of all time.
Yeah.
That might be my Mount Rushmore of players I dislike. Is Votto, Carpenter.
He up there. I don't know if I could do a
Braun.
concrete
Carson.
bottom
I'll finish
four,
the
but he
fourth
would
for you,
definitely
Braun.
be in the conversation.
Braun's
Yeah.
up there for sure. I hate dude. Rudy, I think you can validate this as an NL Central fan. Ryan Braun's press conference where he like went to bat for himself, being like, "I never took steroids," and then it was like a
But you
week
did.
later, the urine sample came back and was like, yeah, you did." It was incredible, and also just like
Also,
I'm not a-
the worst excuse for getting popped in the history of baseball.
ooh.
He goes, I don't know, man. I dropped the samples off on a Friday and they didn't run the test till Monday, so like something happened. And we're like, what are you implying?
Oh, that one's bad. Well, someone also said they were trying to have kids, and they said it was like Viagra was why they popped negative, and I was like,
man, way to out yourself
Like,
that you would need
It was
Viagra
like-
as a professional athlete.
it was something.
Like,
It might have been. I don't know if it was. It
It
wasn't
is a
like-
performance enhancing drug.
Oh, all right. Wait.
oh,
Add Ocho Cinco before every game.
Yeah.
No, it was. I think it was Robert Mathis for the Colts.
Was there a
What
quote?
was it? He like admitted that he like didn't check to see, but he said it was like, I'm trying to have kids, and he basically was like, I have low sperm count, and so I took this to try to like have a kid. But he was, and I'm like, so your excuse is you didn't check the list and you have low T? Like, I was like, come on, brother, like, just take the suspension. Just say I'm sorry. Like, I don't need.
we didn't need to know. We didn't need to know.
Like, I didn't need to know that about your personal life. Oh, we got to watch the Dodgers and Mets next Sunday. Talk about two teams that I just dislike watching play.
Same.
Ugh. Mets stink. I mean, I'm a Cardinals fan, so like the 80s exist. So like I have like a, maybe a homer bias, but I dislike the Mets. I think in
no longer
Yeah,
first
I
place
just-
New York Mets.
the third
I
place
just-
New York Mets, by the way. Third place.
Like I didn't, for the longest time, the Mets didn't bother me, and I wanted to not hate them. I don't know why I wanted to not hate them. Like, they knocked the Cubs out in 2015 and all, but I
Yeah.
don't know.
Like,
I
what are you gonna do?
Also, 2015 though, like that 2015 series, it was just obvious the Cubs weren't ready. Like it was obvious
yeah,
the next 2 years that like it was like, okay, this is gonna happen eventually. We're like they're gonna win a pennant. But like that 2015 series like reaffirmed that like
Yeah.
if the Cardinals had won that series, like we're not winning. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that 2015 Mets team just like had it.
Who did the Mets beat in the division series that year? It
Uh,
the
Dodgers,
Dodgers.
right?
Yeah, the Dodgers.
It had to have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, PED
But yeah.
excuses are always really fun to me.
So-
Like nothing. I do love that when Nelson Cruz got popped, though, he was like, "Yeah, I was in a contract year and I wanted more money." I was like, honestly,
King.
that's
King.
the best thing you can
Respect
say. That's
Oh.
the only PED
He owned
excuse.
up to it.
That's what I'm saying. That's the only, and that's why for me, Nelson Cruz gets a pass in my book. Like he didn't, like Andy Pettit, same thing. He didn't try that BS. He was just like, I wanted a bag, so I took roids, and I probably shouldn't have, but like, too late now. Respect. I respect someone who's honest. Like,
Yeah.
that's why like the whole argument of Barry Bonds Hall of Fame or not. Literally, if Barry Bonds comes out right now and goes, "Okay, yeah, I took steroids," I'm like, "Okay, cool, put him in the Hall of Fame." Like he's like, you're still an all-time great. It's just like
my thing with Bonds is according to Major League Baseball and the legal court system has yet to actually be like confirmed 100%.
Sure, but okay, so same thing with Mark McGwire and Jose Canseco. Why aren't they in the Hall of Fame?
No, Mark McGwire went on national TV and was like, there's literally press conferences with illegal shit in his fucking cubby.
First of all, it was not illegal at the time. It was
but it became illegal.
But it wasn't at the time, Scott. That's different.
I don't. Yeah, that's great. But it literally became illegal.
Look, don't get me wrong. Mark McGwire, huge.
Evidence of shit.
Mark McGwire, huge D-bag.
On his shoulder.
It's not illegal though. So.
I mean, it wasn't at the time for sure.
It was at the time. No, my point being is that Bonds has this aura of superiority about him, and like obviously it's been proven since then in like his coaching career. Like when he was the hitting coach for the Marlins, everyone was like, yeah, he's just a huge entitled D-bag, and like doesn't act like it's that aura of superiority that he still carries about him with it. Where I'm like, you need to accept that you would not have broken the all-time home run record had you not done steroids, and that's a fact. He still would have hit like 650 had he not done steroids, probably. Like that, I think that's a fair statement. He'd have like 100 or 150 less. But for him to continue to have that aura of superiority about him is, I think, the only thing that prevents him from being in the Hall of Fame. I think
that's stupid. Like I think it's stupid and not put someone in the Hall of Fame because of a personality trait.
Not personality trait. It's that he denies something that's blatantly obvious
in the Hall of Fame. Like way worse.
Yeah.
No, for sure. I mean, okay, yeah, like that, like anyone born before 19.
Not be a dick.
Anyone born before like 1970, like that's a guarantee. Like that's not even like. I mean, actually, I take that back. I can't say that unilaterally. I do know that Stan. I know a lot about like Stan Musial, so I won't disparage Stan the man like that. He is widely known. There's a very well-known story of Ken Griffey Jr.'s grandfather and Stan Musial. Like Stan Musial like told like he like had the Cardinals like change, or like not the Cardinals. He had like the minor league team like change hotels because they wouldn't house Ken Griffey Jr.'s grandfather, and he was like, absolutely not. We won't stay here then, and I respect that he did that. So I won't disparage everyone, but that's a fair statement to say that like Ty Cobb's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Like the fact that
Comerica Park in 2021 still.
The fact that
amazing.
Well, okay, Scott, I will say though that's the thing is that like all the articles about Ty Cobb historically are like there's actually no proof he was concretely racist. I'm like
there is though.
I'm like yeah.
And also, you shouldn't point that out if it's not an issue.
That's what I'm saying, Diego. It's like the fact that that's the starting point.
Yeah.
The starting point was he's not as racist as it's reported. Oh,
thank you.
That's the definition of you want a cookie.
Also,
that's
like,
the definition.
Obviously, I know. This every time this comes up, it becomes news here. All the only people that are making the claim of he's not as racist as you think are his granddaughter and great-grandson.
Fair enough.
Nobody outside of his
listen.
bloodline.
Peepaw didn't use.
Listen, he was a great guy.
Peepaw didn't use slurs around me when I was growing up. Oh, that's fantastic. Like
he didn't use them that often.
On record, calling like Babe Ruth names, and Babe Ruth was like what, like an 8th?
Which actually, it's funny you bring that up. I was about to mention. It's funny you bring that up. That is so fascinating to me. That like
used to call him horrible names. Like
I would love. Well, Babe Ruth has a lot of nicknames.
Yeah.
There's a certain nickname about Babe Ruth's mouth that you can Google on your own time, audience.
That's the Ty Cobb gave him that.
Really? I thought Babe Ruth said that was like from when he was growing up, like when he played the orphanage.
Oh, okay. Maybe gave him's the wrong word. Ty Cobb used to call him that all the time.
I was gonna say like Babe Ruth like would say that like he got that as a kid.
That's fair. I
made
don't
more
know
prevalent
about that,
via
but I
Ty
do
Cobb.
know that there is on record of Ty Cobb calling him that. So
Yeah, you know what? Ty
Like,
Cobb
every time they
stinks.
play.
Honus Wagner better. All right, let's get into our early 1900s
Okay,
player
let's-
rankings. Honus Wagner's a great ball player. That's not even like a debate.
Oh,
Like he's
sure.
a Hall of Fame hitter. Like, and also like honestly, Honus Wagner. I think there's a really. I'd honestly make the argument that Honus Wagner is more important to the history of the game than Ty Cobb is, only because like baseball cards. Like Honus Wagner was the first person to like he sort of made baseball cards. Like he was like if
Ty
kids
Cobb
used
was
it,
an incredible baseball player for the era he played in. He is not important to baseball at all.
Yeah.
no, yeah,
He didn't show up to anything.
Yeah.
He didn't show up to the Hall of Fame thing. Like he didn't do anything. Like he didn't win a ring. Like he's really not important at all.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like, it's. I guess I was transitioning to more talking about the fact I think Honus Wagner is maybe an underappreciated
Sure.
baseball figure because I think that, especially those that watch our broadcast and that work for us, are very quick to cast aside, like, I don't know, that era of baseball. I think as a whole, but I have a lot of admiration for Honus Wagner, especially like his. Like anti-tobacco standpoints and stuff like that, and being like, if baseball cards are for kids, why are these on the back of cigarettes? Like that's gross. And to say that in an era in which it was totally cool to just not have an opinion on that is, you know, I understand it's a bare minimum take, obviously in modern times, but 100 years ago that wasn't, and it's cool that he did that. That he was
That
a
was
big.
like the hottest of hot takes.
That's what I'm saying. To give that hot take, to be like, yeah, I think that's cool.
It is. It is cool.
Tim Anderson, nice little double there. A little double, Timmy Anderson. I love watching Tim Anderson play.
Bottom 8 split. Guarantee you my Wings don't get here at bottom 8.
Dang, that's tough. That's tough. Scott Payton and I are in shambles. No, that's so
double
Rudy.
check.
Earlier we were discussing like OOT historical saves. I would love to go back and do like a
Oh, Greg
I wish I
Greg
could be-
Diekman is not used to playing in the outfield at Wrigley, by the way. He expected that ball to bounce off the wall.
No, yeah, very clearly on that replay, yeah. I tried to go back and do like a Branch Rickey Cardinals GM like Gas House Gang Cardinals save, like go back to the 30s
Oof,
save.
I don't know if I can go that deep in historical saves.
It's hard. It's so hard
Yeah.
because like you're talking like your
no stuff.
your best player makes like $500 a week, and
Yeah.
it's so difficult to judge like what a good contract is.
Yeah.
Like I had to Google, like it takes so much work to Google and like go back and be like, okay, how much did Babe Ruth make a year in like 1931? And like
I feel like
train-
you'll learn a lot of just general baseball knowledge that way, though.
I definitely learned that yes. It's also hilarious because like in your yearly budgets you can adjust like what ticket prices are, and it's like 10 cents. Like it's so funny to like,
They're
they're
like 16.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because back then, like, inflation was nuts. So to charge like a nickel more was like hearsay. Like,
Yeah.
it's so funny to like go back and be like, well, we just won like 3 World Series in the last 6 years. Can I charge 25 cents a seat? I don't know. Like, the fan base might resent me for that.
I've never actually gone in and tried, making obscene like ticket prices or anything.
I haven't
But
done that
I wonder how much it actually affects like stuff.
I think that it doesn't. I think that the only one of the shortcomings of OOTP is I bet it doesn't matter if you're a winning team. Because if you make the
cheaper.
playoffs every year, your owner, like at least in my experience with OTP, I've had typically more controlling owners. They raise the ticket prices every year, and as long as you have a loyal fan base, they don't care.
You raise the ticket prices, though.
What did you say?
In OTP, you like can control ticket prices.
Yeah, but I can have like if you have like a controlling owner financially, they can go in and like change it.
Oh,
themselves.
can they?
Yeah.
Oh, did not know that.
But
Shout
yeah,
out-
that's
shout
why
out-
like
Sorry, go ahead.
that's what I'm saying. Like even with the 2011 save, I was like, my financials are kind of like different compared to 2021.
Yeah.
Even 10 years back, and I was like,
Well, and it's
like contract demands by players were still absurd. Like,
oh my god, yes.
let-
When I did the 2001 save, Pujols wanted an obscene contract,
Yeah.
and like I
I
was
had
able
to.
to whittle it down a little bit, but it was still.
When he got,
I had to let Felix Hernandez go because he wanted like $40 million a year in 2014.
I mean, Diego, I think that Pujols' contract he got in 2011 offseason was like, it obviously was going to be a bad deal at the end, but I think the Angels had the idea of like the first 6 years of it were going to be justified.
Well, and so that was the other
And they
thing.
weren't.
That was the other thing about picking up the Angels at that point is like simply not signing Pujols gives you plenty of financial flexibility.
It does, yeah. Well, it's actually funny. Sorry, we're talking about ownership personalities of Scott. I know, like a couple weeks ago, not last week, but a couple weeks ago, you were talking about how what's been so frustrating for you as a Detroit sports fan has been the change in ownership. And so I wonder, I don't know if you've ever done a historical save, but I have to imagine if you were to do a historical save, having that kind of ownership would be sweet, to say the least.
Yes, yeah. I've done historicals. The one that I go back to and do the most often is I'll take over right before 2011. So I'll take over like the start of the 2011, the Tigers in the start of 2011. Because that's like, there's no way we shouldn't have won a ring in that 3 or 4 year stretch.
Definitely not 2011, though. 2011, I think.
Yeah, that's fine. But like, yeah, that's just like we won 95 games and made the LCS, so it was like that was the start of like the.
I know that OOTP can't incorporate the rally squirrel into its like save it and into its like game algorithm engine, but like once that happened, I was like, we're gonna win this whole damn thing. I'm not kidding.
And the funny thing is, if they actually put something like that into the news, people would be like, this is one of the wild things that OOTP does, when in reality, stuff like that actually happens. Like, the Royals had the same thing.
I love it.
The Royals had a rally
mantis. That would be
mantis.
so much fun. Abolish players going to India to see a guru and insert random like.
Dude, I had.
Because every
There's a praying mantis.
I had a Royals
I haven't had the
save.
praying mantis. What?
No, that was a joke. That was about the Robos.
I had a.
Oh,
no,
oh.
the Royals had a rally mantis too in like 2015, 2014, somewhere in there.
Yeah, I remember that. I think that wasn't that
The Royals had
World Series, right?
1738 too. Like
Yeah,
they had a dope
they had
like.
a thing with Fetty Wap too. No, I don't know if it was like actually with him, but like they definitely But yeah, what I was gonna
wasn't
say,
the bit,
the injuries.
wasn't the bit? Sorry. Oh, sorry. Go
the
ahead,
injuries in OOTP are what's good.
Oh
I
my
had,
gosh, they're so dumb.
I had a
Oh,
Royals
I had
save.
electric shock out 6 weeks. I had a dude, he stuck a fork into an outlet on accident at night.
Yeah.
Because he was trying he didn't turn the kitchen. I swear to God, he didn't turn the kitchen lights on or something
sorry.
like that. And he stuck a fork into an outlet on accident. It was out for 6
So
weeks.
I had a
don't
guy-
worry, I'm just gonna.
I had a guy. I had my catcher, my starting catcher in a Royals save. So this is the Royals. We're in Kansas City. He injured his foot, might have broke his foot, I'm not sure, in a shark attack.
Were you guys in LA
like
over the weekend or
mid-season.
what?
Mid-season. I don't know if the team was traveling or something, but injured his foot in a
Went
shark
to the
attack.
zoo and it fell.
Absurd.
Man, there's there's a lot of really weird ones, but like also like stuff like that'll happen. Like I'm waiting for them to incorporate the the Bumgarner like jet ski injury. Real life
Oh no,
injury.
the random injuries I'm totally a fan of. Like I think that's really fun. I do love how every time, and maybe this is different for you guys, but every time a player hosts a charity celebrity softball game, they inevitably pull a hamstring and are out for like a week,
Yeah.
even though it's like in December.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are you hosting this?
Yeah. And why are you going so hard?
I mean,
It's
no.
December, there's nothing else to do.
Actually, while we're talking about celebrities and softball, I want to give a big shout out to JoJo Siwa during the Celebrity All-Star game.
She raked.
She was in an electric factory.
Great.
She raked.
And, dude,
You did
she
rake.
raked, and I love the fact that when it was her turn to get interviewed, she took the headphone out. She was like, I'm sorry guys, like I gotta focus.
Yeah.
Respect. The respect to just be like, listen, I know you guys want to interview me, but like I have a game to win. That was sick. Like
So-
I respect.
She's an
So-
electric
She was
factory.
electric as hell, bro.
Not,
And I'm pretty sure she like played in middle school or high school.
No, she played in middle school and high school. Like
Yeah.
she's like, yeah. I mean,
She
obviously,
knows how to-
she's a dancer too. Like she's an athlete.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I hope she's back next year because The
She was
TikTok.
electric, bro.
She posted a TikTok with Tim Kurchin, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever
Yeah.
seen because
It's
like.
also like that's in baseball's best interest to keep because that's got to be good for.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No,
yeah.
she's perfect because she's first of all she's literally the on-field product, like great,
Yeah.
and she's an incredibly like nice person, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
just. But the TikTok she posted with Tim Kurchin teaching Tim Kurchin TikTok dances is one of the funniest videos I've ever seen because Kurchin is already such a lovable dork, and to like put him on camera with a professional dancer to learn a dance was just so disrespectful. Like
Yeah.
he was trying his absolute best and was just getting taken to the cleaners left and right. And I'm like, Tim, I'm like, you're doing great. I'm like, you're my king no matter what. Like, keep going, dude.
So,
Not to forget, I'm gonna keep going. Rudy stopped.
what's that?
Like MLB posted a TikTok of JoJo. It was just like JoJo Siwa, just like slow motion. It got like 8 million likes.
Yeah.
Dude, they posted a video of a cat running and it got 11 million likes. Like, TikTok's a
Obvious.
wild platform.
It is.
I have made dumb jokes on TikTok and racked up like 500 likes. And I'm like, no. It just doesn't.
Like in the
Did
comments.
you get the Adult Swim trend?
What you say, Rudy?
Like in the comments, you make dumb jokes and you get like 5.
No. TikToks I post myself.
Oh my god.
Get like 500 likes and I'm like I'm like respectfully to myself, I'm not that funny. Like I'm not funny enough for 500. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm not even. It just shouldn't happen. I made a joke about like my leg hair and it got like 500 likes. And I'm like, what are we doing here, guys?
So
Like, oh.
So to steer us back towards the game, because I had a comment I wanted to make. So Wilson Contreras just faced Ryan Tepera a couple batters ago. How often does that actually happen that a catcher faces the same guy that he's caught before in the same season? I would feel like it's not that common.
Oh yeah,
What's
I guess
the question?
So Contreras just faced Tepera a couple batters ago. How often does that happen where a catcher faces in game a pitcher that he caught previously in the same season?
Oh, wow.
Like maybe
Well-
a pretty decent amount. I would think it happens maybe once a year, at least.
Yeah. In Tigers history, Pudge Rodriguez in 2007.
Sorry, I do also Scott. So sorry to interrupt. I do want to shout out Jonathan really quick and joining my JoJo Siwa hype train. I'm all for it. All right, JoJo Siwa,
We
incredible.
love JoJo Siwa.
Not sponsored. Should be. Get JoJo Siwa on Watch Party.
Catchers. So we traded Pudge in 07 and then played the Yankees. So like that's one.
Yeah. Well, and that's my thing is like
Not 07.
you
but
can
same
trade
thing.
you can trade like any reliever.
The catcher
have
or
it
the
happen.
pitcher.
Yeah, you can trade the catcher or the pitcher. So,
Oh right, yeah, the pitcher too, I guess. Damn.
because that's what the situation is here. They traded.
Yeah,
Tepera.
I would say as a Cardinals fan, I don't really like proximity for it because we're more of a acquire pitching, not trade pitching at the deadline team. Like the only example I can think of that like maybe they would have faced is like Jake Westbrook in like 2011 got traded, or 2012 maybe got traded at the deadline to the Cardinals from Cleveland. And like maybe there could have been a little
game in there.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, let's
Yeah,
not forget in what 2010, the Giants and Benji.
Benji,
I mean, he traded him to Texas.
the
And
second
they played
best
each other in the
arena.
World Series. Right behind Jose.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
But
I'm trying to think because
They're all, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're all World Series champions, are they not? All three Molina brothers?
Yes, Benji
I-
and Jose.
I know-
won it
I
on the
know-
same
I-
team.
Okay, I was going to say, I know Yachty and one of them was on the 2002 Angels.
Jose.
They both.
Benji
were.
also.
Oh, both of them.
Benji got a
They
ring
both
for
were on the
2010.
02 Angels.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
And
trying
Benji
to
got an
think. I don't
additional
think
ring.
there's an example for the Royals in recent memory. I don't know that there have been many guys that they traded away at the deadline. I mean, they've been.
Do the Royals and Dodgers play again this year? Because maybe a
No.
September Danny Duff game?
That probably won't. I don't think so. And it's possible that even if that game happens, A, either Duffy doesn't take the mound, or B, Duffy's not healthy by that point, so he's not even on the active roster. Because that was one of the conditions of the trade. They agreed to a player to be named later, and the quality of the prospect depends on how much Duffy actually plays.
Got it. Shout out Danny Duffy. Absolutely. I packaged Danny Duffy and Jamer Candelario for Jonathan India in a trade in fantasy this year. Absolute highway robbery.
I thought you were talking about OTP. I was like, who the hell were you playing as that you had Danny Duffy and Jamer?
No. I was no. This is real
Sometimes
life.
it happens.
I almost said this is real life in fantasy, but no, that was a fantasy trade I made this year, and good lord, I absolutely
That's highway robbery.
Yeah.
That was back when Danny Duffy was like a top 20 starting pitcher in all of fantasy, though, because he got off to a great start this year.
Man, I just wish he could have stayed healthy all year. He would have had a fantastic season.
I also just think it's bullshit. Excuse me, language.
Oh, did he
I'm
go?
gonna just talk about this.
Oh,
I think he
I did
barely
not-
held up.
I did not.
I
held
think he
up.
barely
If
held.
you appeal to the
Up,
umpire,
up,
though,
up.
it may be he may call that. I'm not gonna lie to you. He may call that. It's as close as they come.
I'm just calling it safe. I'm just calling it safe.
All right.
Thanks.
Okay.
50-50 zone.
Anyway, you'll find a no bigger Mike Matheny hater than yours truly. He's he's a terrible human being who's terrible at his job. And I literally remember hearing about I was listening to Effectively Wild, shout out, great podcast. If you're not going to listen to everything we provide here at Diamond Digest, that'd be one of my first two recommendations is Effectively Wild by Fangraphs. But after, of course, Scott Bentley's fine Locked On Tigers show, which you laugh, Scott. Listen, man, 30 minutes of my workday every day taken up by a little Scott Bentley.
Appreciate you.
It's making me a fan. I appreciate the Tigers. I also told you I traded for Casey Mize in fantasy, so I've got a rooting interest. I got Eric Haas. I've got a reason to check in on the Tigers every once in a while.
Nice reason.
Also, shout out Basically Baseball from.
Of course,
also
yes.
Redder,
Yes,
Avery.
Avery does
Yeah.
fantastic
I knew
work.
this last week too. Shout out Avery and Basically.
No,
Baseball.
yeah, as I was saying, well, I'll plug anything right now. All right. But no, I remember listening, and they had the Royals writer on, and he was like, I don't know how Danny Duffy is going to respond to Mike Matheny's management style. Because Danny Duffy apparently Rudy, I don't know if you can speak more on this, but apparently Danny Duffy had some mental health stuff in the last couple of years or so, and
Yeah, I think he's definitely gone through it.
They had just mentioned that Mike Matheny maybe would be the worst person for Danny Duffy to be in Danny Duffy's environment, and Danny Duffy in my mind was a career Royal.
Yeah.
And it just seemed obviously I'm not going to hold Mike Matheny account. That was an absolute laser hit to center. Wow. I mean it got caught. Spoiler, but absolute laser being hit to center.
Spoiler.
I remember hearing about that and about how that Mike Matheny is a terrible person like that for Danny Duffy's style and stuff. And I don't know it. The Royals, I think I've definitely praised them a lot for their treatment of minor leaguers and their desire, or not their desire, but their commitment to we're gonna be bad, but we're gonna get Andrew Benintendi, we're gonna go out, we're gonna get Carlos Santana, we're gonna build a team that we may suck, but we're fun to watch.
Well, no, that wasn't the attitude, but they do still suck. That wasn't what Dave Moore was thinking, but the team does happen to still be bad.
Probably not. But that was what they talked about on Effectively Wild. They said even if this goes poorly, the Royals will still be there's guys that are fun to watch play.
Yeah.
And I don't know, that Danny Duffy trade really rubbed me the wrong way.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know. I don't know how you feel as a Royals fan, but it rubbed me the wrong way.
It's yeah.
I don't know. He felt like a career Royal, and to do that,
That's fair.
Bury me a Royal.
Yeah.
because Danny Duffy debuted when the Royals sucked and stuck
And
through,
he's
and
been there
it was
10
brought up on the
years.
podcast. Exactly, it was brought up on the podcast, and I think that's a really interesting exercise to think about of how many guys can you think of that you can name that were brought up on a team during a rebuild, made it all the way through them winning a championship or through a contender status, and then have stayed all the way through a deep rebuild and again when they're starting to be interesting.
Yeah.
And Danny Duffy was that guy. He'd made it through almost 2 full cycles.
But
And to just cast him aside like that, I don't know. I felt it felt shitty.
That's fair. But I
he
mean,
went there.
there's I don't know. I mean, Alex Gordon was a career Royal. Salvi, it would be a terrible thing if he's not. I'm going to be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
With
Like,
all they've
I'll-
committed to him
yeah.
at this point, if he's not a career Royal, that just doesn't make sense. But, yeah. No, that's fair. And I hadn't even thought of it that way, I'll be honest with you, because I
Yeah.
think, you know, Duffy has definitely stuck with the organization through a lot of, and
Right.
they've stuck with him through a lot of his own personal,
Exactly.
you know, injury history. Like, there's just, he could have been, and, you know, I don't want to make this into, well, if he was that great pitcher, he would still be a Royal, but, you know, he could have been so much more, and the organization stuck with him through that.
not.
So you know, I don't disagree that it's kind of that, well, he's cast aside a little bit now. And it's not, I also agree that it's probably pretty bad that they, you know, likely they, with all the young pitching they've got coming, they may have seen him as a little bit expendable, which is not great.
Well, yeah, exactly. And obviously, I am a fan of an organization that likes to hold on to the players for sentimental reasons far beyond reasonableness. I don't know. I don't know why it did, but of all the, other than Anthony Rizzo, that was the only trade to me that like really rubbed me the like, really?
Mm-hmm.
They traded Danny Duffy after everything.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, and he would have signed with them for like a very reasonable contract.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It would have been different if Asa Lacy, like I know you mentioned, he's put up 7.1 walks per 9. It'd have been different if Asa Lacy was in like Bobby Witt's position, where like you were like, he could get called up tomorrow and I wouldn't even be mad. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it'd have been different if that were the scenario where it was like, we've got four really solid starting pitchers and Asa Lacy's on his way, so we're gonna get what we can. Thanks for your time.
No, and I'm gonna be honest with
that's
you.
That's me.
The Royals front office also, I would say, looks a little, you know, they're still looking good because they've drafted so well in recent years,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of what they've done in the last 8 months, maybe, is just doesn't make all the sense in the world.
At least they traded into a team that's contending, though. Like,
Yeah,
I mean,
no, that's true.
they could have traded
And
him
that,
somewhere
I
like
do,
just terrible.
I do enjoy that side of it of like go get your ring. Like
The
go get
Wings are
another ring and-
nowhere close, by the way. At Peyton, they're not going to be here. The estimated
They're not
delivery is
alright.
another 35 minutes.
Oof,
So
scenes.
yeah, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm kind of with you there, Carson. I guess I really am.
I don't know. And again, like this goes back to my like, you know, I think sometimes fairly, sometimes unfairly, I kind of get dunked on for being hilariously. It's so funny because like in my friend group, I'm definitely the most like, you know, like I don't know, like analytical, like thinking person, but down to I'm more on the conservative half, but like
You boomer.
definitely like a little bit in our staff, I definitely am, but like.
Fan
so-
hates the DH.
So I admittedly I had to sort of take a couple minutes to myself where I had to think about like, am I just being sentimental about the Danny Duffy thing? Like, is this analytic? Like, does it make sense? And I'm like, I don't know. It really did just like in the most like old school sense, like rub me the wrong way. Where it was like you take care of your own, and it felt like they didn't take care of their own, and it was like,
Yeah.
for
Well,
what?
you know
For
what
what?
the smart thing they did in that trade was? They should hold off on naming the player to be named later for as long as they can, so he stays with the Dodgers player development until he's closer to the big leagues.
Honestly. Honestly, though,
Yeah, right. Like
you're not wrong. That's the best part.
they're just waiting for them to come back with more info about which of them watch porn.
Oh my dude, that is that is one of the funniest things I've maybe ever read in my life, and it's only because like Rudy and I think you'd agree with me. It wouldn't have shocked me if it was Cardinals or Royals. Like
Yeah.
that was the most state of Missouri thing I've ever,
Yeah.
and it was mind-bogglingly funny.
Yeah.
That is stupid funny, though.
I mean, it's a great thing to joke about, really.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
it's also funny to be like, how in the world are you possibly gonna? I don't even like.
How are you gonna police that?
How do you police that? Yeah, like.
Guitar Hero.
Like. It's shambolic to assume that you could possibly police that.
Yeah.
Down to our last out here, Austin
Final out.
Romine, absolute hero a couple days ago for the Cubs. That was a great
That
game.
was a great game. I was
First
upset.
home run since the 2017.
Yeah, I was upset actually.
Yeah.
I was
With the
falling
Tigers,
over.
baby.
Go Tigers.
I remember that game. So funny.
Shout out Tigers for
Literally,
The,
his last major league homer was 4 years
Yeah.
ago, dog.
Yeah, well, did you see
Crazy.
his surprised face when he hit it out?
Oh my god, that was such a pure moment. Oh, not the L flag. No.
I think the L flags are so funny. That's so funny.
No,
It's
so
because
do I.
they
that
are.
people are so
They're
bothered by the
hilarious.
W flags that they go out and purchase one that says L on it.
Oh, that was your take?
Yes.
I think L flags are just funny. The fact that it ever existed.
Yeah, it's
I understand the L train thing, but I think that like if I were back the Cubs in 1940, I'd have been like, why don't we just fly the W flag if we won? And then if it's not up, you know that we lost. It's the fact that they made the L flag.
No, I
is
don't
what-
think
is
the
why.
Cubs made the L flag.
No, they did. It was so that way if you were taking the L train home, that you could see from the outside of Wrigley Field that on the flag in center field, they fly the W or the L depending on if they won or lost that day.
I see.
And that's why I think the L flag is funny because it's like, why would you not just only make it?
Okay.
Exactly, Rudy. You were like,
Yeah,
why?
then never
You're like,
mind.
why would the Cubs make the L flag?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got you.
Maybe just don't fly a flag if you
Yeah.
lost, and then if you're on the L train, you'd go, oh, got it.
Well, man, I gotta
Yeah, that's
say,
too
the
cool.
under 3.5 hours made a serious comeback in the late innings.
Yeah, man. The first
I know.
3 innings took an hour and a half, but then the game as a whole only took 3 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, not even.
Incredible,
Like 3 hours,
incredible
pretty
stuff.
much.
Yeah.
Hey, Sox did all their damage in the first couple innings, man.
Well, there you go. That's I do believe that's a sweep for the White Sox as well. Yeah.
That
That is
is
true.
that is the sweep.
That's what they're saying.
Big bounce back
Versus
for the White
Sox.
Sox. They had a rough couple of weeks coming into this series.
Is this? I know that scores might not be finalized. Is this 2 in a row for your boy?
Could be. Certainly
Could be.
Possibility.
Could be.
Dog, I feel like Diego won the one that was for real money and then just hasn't won one since.
I
think-
would
I
one
think
in there.
Oh, okay. I was
I
gonna
would
say.
have one other one in there. It's funny because like if I'm not like doing well after like 3 questions, I just stop trying.
Yeah.
I answer like I stop
I am,
trying.
I
stop
admittedly-
making questions.
I admittedly think I got the last 3 right. I didn't even read the question. I was just pressing a button, and it didn't
Dang,
happen to
I just
hit.
got it wrong.
I will continue to be upset, and I will continue to bring up the fact that I got second in both of the ones where there was actual money on the line.
You know what's funny? Because shout out HotMic because they've done other streams where they do it for money.
Ooh, I
I'll
might.
jump in on them, and I've won a few. I think I've won 3.
really?
Oh my God! It's a blowout. It is a blowout by me. Truly.
Okay. All right.
What was that, Carson?
I mean, it
One more
is.
time? Carson, one more time. What was that? I having trouble hearing you, bud.
There's a TOS hand up right here for DA. There's a TOS hand right here. There's a nice, lovely. Don't look at this Twitch/HotMic/YouTube. Pretend the hand is in here, and guess your favorite finger, I guess.
I like this song.
Ah!
We're not doing.
He's back. There he goes. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Lost it for a second there.
The muting
Had-
is a good
had
bit.
the
I
Rudy
like the
show.
muting bit a lot.
Muting is funny. I do think, Diego, I do enjoy when you mute me when I'm listening to you. When you're like, oh, guess what? And then you mute me while I'm like, oh, what? Like, I'm just like, oh, my good friend Diego's about to say something. Let me actively listen and, like, I cherish and
just-
value his opinion. And then you're like, actually, psych. I just.
Nothing. Oh man. Oh, I just got an update, a text update from my wings. I won't be here for another 30 minutes.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Diego, I might be able to pick up wings round 2 before you get wings round 1 in.
Probably.
Are we,
I'm also like a solid like.
Also,
25
real
minutes.
quick, sorry, for the people that I appreciate that you guys didn't watch the ESPN broadcast. And that you guys watched us. Alex Rodriguez is horrifically overtanned, and I know that that's
Oh,
compensation
no.
for the fact that Ben Affleck stole his girl. I know he is. I know he is in shambles.
all right. So I think we've got our final leaderboard now.
How did I finish second? Anyway,
that's it.
Peyton, can you confirm that's it? I need to know.
Diego, also with all due respect, I see you're upset that you got second. I'd actually.
No, I thought I was gonna finish worse. I stopped
Oh,
trying.
I'll say I got my first win last week, so I'm enjoying this. Watch me go on a Ken Jennings run and then never win again.
I won the one that actually mattered. So like I
was gonna say that was before my time at DD, so I'm gonna go ahead and say until there is one for money that I'm treating them as equal wins until I get a chance to have one for money.
I mean, I don't even remember what I paid for.
Okay,
What
it
I do
is
with that?
final. So
I got my oil change with that money
if
actually.
anyone would like to do us the honor of a final leaderboard update.
I will give it in a non-gloating way, I promise. I am very fortunate and thankful to have won for the second week in a row. In first place, my esteemed colleague, Diego, a very respectable second place finish. Tied, actually, with Nate, who got a really solid third. Peyton, finishing in technically third place, but fourth overall, if you're going to count the amount of people. John Principe, the man with the large hole in his trousers, takes home fourth. Rounded out top 5, the heroic fatigue game of Scott Bentley coming home with a 5th place finish. It's very, very respectable. Miles, shout out, by the way, got 6th. Thanks for watching. Thatcher in 7th. In 8th place we have Christian with a pretty solid point total there. Rudy rounding out 9th place there. Connor in 10th, and then Stella 0 points, but you're number 1 in my heart. Thank you so much for playing along with us.
Number 1 in Carson's heart.
Number 1 in my heart, which, if you ask the fellow broadcasters, might not mean that much, but I promise it does.
Swears by it. Up
Is
and
this
down.
Rudy? I
Trust
assume
us.
you want me to round us out as well.
Go
All
for
of
it.
our Twitter handles are in your lovely viewing screen underneath our large faces. You can follow Diamond Digest on Twitter, Instagram. Hit us up on our website. Read all of our articles. We write really good stuff too. I'm only now realizing that 2 weeks ago I said I'd write a Harrison Bader being good article, and I still have to write that.
Oh, and he stopped being
I just
good in the
don't write
meantime.
things.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe a good thing I didn't do that.
I just don't write. I write like once or twice a year when I feel like it.
Now,
Well, hey, limited drops. You're exclusive. All right.
I am.
I look forward to the Diego drops, but I also look forward
I
to the
drop
writings.
exclusively Heat when I do.
Diego's
That's facts.
Kanye West of Diamond Digest.
I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah,
I am.
delaying the articles. For Diamond Digest, I am Carson. You can see Diego, Scott, and Rudy's beautiful faces. You guys can see us next Sunday for watch party. I believe it's Dodgers Mets, a battle of 2 teams that should be in first place but aren't. Yeah, and in the meantime, like I said, read our articles, follow us on social media, follow us personally on social media, and until next time, peace.
go baseball.
Go baseball.